I haven't seen the badges before, or is that just on our end?
I don't know.
That's cool, yeah, because I see a crown number 1 for Marvel Guy, and I see a crown number 2 for Advexen, who gets upset, and then gets a first one after them anyway.
And the Marvel Guy still has a number 1.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. This is something new to me. Thank you, YouTube, for making new stuff. Okay. The drama of YouTube. So where are we at? There we are. Boy, it's fun.
Oh, are we live?
Now we're live, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, we're live. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Hi.
I'm clicking away over here to try something new. The streaming hardware is still on that side of the table, but I've got a graphical interface on my monitor over here, so I'm clicking away at the mouse, but I'm not used to using that because it's laid out differently. It's like, which button is this? Anyway.
And I'm distracted noticing these little purple crowns next to people's names.
Yeah, which is totally new.
Right? What does it mean? Can you guys see those?
Yeah, do you guys see those? So I can't exactly... I don't have a camera that I could point at our side of the chat. I suppose I do, but... Yeah. Yeah, Marvel Guy, you got a number 1 crown next to you, and then Advixen has
number 2, and then they got a number 1.
And then they got a number 1, so you both have number 1s right now. But anyway, was the audio too hot?
They're the winners. Are we?
I don't know, maybe.
Is it because we went like this?
That could be it.
When you were doing the sound.
Well, I was...
Is it better
there we are.
now?
I was trying to adjust it, and I think I just put it up a little too high.
Okay.
Hopefully it's better now. Hello, Marvel Guy. I'm doing well. Hopefully you can hear me, because at this point I'm not hearing or seeing anybody. We are going out, right? It says on air, and we've looking at the monitor over there. We've got our picture, and
yeah. I was sitting here thinking if we should do like camera 4, maybe if we could zoom out a little more and we could play I Spy, because that's what I was doing. What's the difference between pack 1 and pack 2? Can you guys see any differences? I took pictures of what I thought was the winning answers.
What's fun is it's been so long, 3 whole weeks, right, over a month, since I've streamed. I came back looking at the packs going, where was I again? And of course,
I've been gone even longer.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, so what do you think the differences are? And started looking at them. Immediately she picked out the spider webs.
This one has a spider living in it, and this one does not. So I think I like this pack better.
Oh, okay.
It has 1 point towards it. No.
It does have a point towards it with spiders living on it.
This one's slightly more distressed than this one.
Right? We don't have any kind of... that's something we could do today.
It's called texture. We like it. This is peeling, where this side is not.
I saw that. I think this is probably...
This is peeling, and this one's not.
It's probably creeping from... Yeah, this one happened with tape.
Yeah.
When we first did it. This peeling... I know you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. This peeling here happened from...
the tubes that we painted, so they were the right shade of red.
Right, the tubes that we painted.
See
but
this?
then I think this was creep from the super glue. Oh, oops.
I'm like leaving little paint chips. Yeah.
So it's down here, probably really hard to see. But
yeah, but I don't want to flake it more yet.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yet.
Distress can happen later. And this was the other spot. Oh,
yeah, that's exactly the right spot.
Right? Hey, left out.
Yeah, zoomed in, not out. Thank you for having a focus zoom camera. But yeah, so there's a little peeling happening on...
And you can kind of see the spider webs if you... They're subtle.
They're subtle. There's a little more on this side over here.
Yeah, but it's called character, especially when you're dusting off old Proton Packs.
Yeah, well, this is now an afterlife pack, right?
Exactly. You can't pay for this, like, authentic of lightweight spider webs.
Right. No, you can't. Not really.
Authenticity.
Authenticity. Very important.
We hired a spider. His name is Earl. He's been hard at work.
Well, his name isn't Peter. No, I'm all good.
Oh, Parker, yeah. Okay,
right.
Sorry, it took me a second.
Well, there's another one I can pull out called Boris.
Boris the spider? Oh.
Yeah. Did that spark a memory?
No, I was just
That's literally what the song's called.
Okay. Because I was trying to think of what Hagrid Spider's name was.
Oh, gosh. What was Hagrid Spider's name? That had a...
An A name, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like is that Aragog?
Aragon or Aragog.
Or Aragog.
I'm
going to confuse Hagrid Spider with the spider from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah. They both have similar names.
I feel like they have similar names, or at least similar multiple consonants within their names. Because apparently...
Aragog.
Aragog? Okay.
How do you pronounce it? That's probably not correct, but it's a word I learned from reading.
Okay, thank you, Shop Grumman. And so, what's the spider's name from Lord of the Rings then?
Yes.
There's there with Google. Actually, no, Shop Grumman. They just know. But
okay. Other subtle differences between the 2 packs. This one has a bolt, and this one does not.
Okay, so we need to put a bolt in.
Yes, and I found on this side we have a little gold thingamajig, and this side does not have a gold thingamajig. See that little thingamajig?
Yes.
And this one does not.
So this is the one that I had worked on more when you weren't here. Realized this is a part that came out when we were printing, and that I spray painted and did not know what that part was. And what you know, and oh yeah, you know, focus zoom helps a lot with your prime lenses, Odin. So. It literally had a name within the file. Oh, that's in focus too.
Shelob.
Oh wow, that's totally different. Other than it's got a G. That's my ADHD.
Spider, that's scary.
Right. Thank you for helping focus zoom. Thank you for not helping focus zoom. Anyway, it looks like a mini base to me. It looks like it's have a base. Sorry for the epileptic seizure warning there, guys. It looks like a Games Workshop minifig base to me because it's the size and the fact that it's a hexagon. No, this was the nut that goes in the bottom of that resistor that's on the side of the pack up there that you pointed at. Like that? Yeah, there we are. But
so this side has been updated and this side is not.
I didn't know what it was when we were putting them all together, right? And then only when I went back through and was actually looking at the Q-Pack part names, I was like, oh, okay, that's what that is. Because I kind of see it in the Murray pack, but it isn't exactly this, you know, which is okay. No fault to the Q-Pack. There's probably one that's exactly like this somewhere else I'm not seeing. So yeah, anyway, put that on. We can cut that off and super glue it on, as well as you notice the veins are differently.
They're oriented veins. Different. Yeah, I did notice that, but I figured this one's 3D printed, and this one is also 3D printed, but it's not as shiny.
One is filament printed, and one is resin printed. Because it was just like, I just need to 3D print this thing, so we just printed one really quick on the bamboo.
Yeah, I noticed you added these tubey things.
I got the tubes on, with the hot and cool wires. Yeah.
Yep. I took pictures of everything. I was like, that's the differences. Hold on, let me just double check.
Okay.
That we got all of them. Yep, those were the biggest differences. Wait, what was this picture? Oh, spiderwebs. Spiderwebs.
That's your
gold thing, stickers, peeling, and those bolt. Those were the biggest differences between the 2 packs that I've noticed.
Well,
other than that, they're pretty dang symmetrical. I guess is that the right word?
Sure.
They're both similar.
They're both similar. Yeah, they're both.
They're very much the same.
Matching, yeah.
Matching.
But not. They each have their own little thing, which is good.
Character. Yeah.
Because that's what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. They're handmade. Who would have thunk?
Right.
There's like individuality built into each pack.
Yeah, they're not
unintentionally
just manufactured. Yeah. So let me just take a drill bit and I'll drill into the center of the bumper spring. That should be
the packs are made in the 80s.
Never trust anything that was made in the 80s, right?
Yes, you still have the Metabot copper coin. Is that what it's called?
Yes, you still have the Metabot copper coin.
I'm assuming if that we're calling that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds fancy. I would believe it if you called it that.
You know, I bet you anything knowing Advection is really good at pulling up references and things that the Metabot copper coin is from something else like Reboot that I'm not thinking of.
Yeah, anime reference.
Okay, Dan gets it. Good.
Okay. I would believe you if you called this thingamajig a who's a would not.
Sorry.
Smiling not and go, okay, I believe it. We've been calling this thing a grain tower.
Right? Why wouldn't we? That's what the guy that did the original, yeah.
As long as we're on agreement what thingamajig we're talking about, we can call this the doohickey.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. The doohickey over there now matches the thingamajig over there.
All right, I glued this one in. I just made it crack.
Yeah.
But it's screwed in. It's fine.
If it falls out, we can fix it then. Why fix what's not broke?
I doubt that'll fall out. The bumper will probably fall off before that falls out.
Why fix what's not broke?
Or, fix it until it is broke. That's the government way.
Very efficient.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Other than that...
We got tubes and wires and thingamajigs and stickers. I think we have most of the accessories. What are we missing?
I was trying to pull up Ghostbusters fans to look at that, right? Just to see what it was that we were missing. And I came across one of the detail, but we'll probably wait till Republic on that. That's got to remember. So I ended up rebooting my browser at one point, so I lost all my open tabs.
Ad vixens at work, we all have to keep it down so they don't get in trouble for watching us.
Jeez. Sorry.
I'm just teasing.
Boss! Hey, boss! Anyway, sorry. No.
See, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Exactly. Where's my Barbasol?
The funny thing is my phone will kick me off of my Bluetooth earbuds.
Okay.
So if somebody calls me, whatever I'm watching on YouTube, people can hear the middle of a conversation. As soon as my phone starts ringing, it kicks off my earbuds and goes to my phone, so my YouTube video is loud so everybody can hear.
Okay. It's
kind of funny because I'm like, I don't think about what I'm watching, and then you just hear one sentence out of context, and everybody's like, what?
Yeah.
That was sponsored content. Now they're getting back to the video.
Yeah, that's honest. This is okay. Right. Equipment.
So.
Did I hit equipment or did I hit the Ghostbusters fam? Yeah, okay.
So how's it working?
It's not.
It's not?
I'm trying to hit. Okay, it looks to me like
technology's not liking you, or is it
that
you
should
not
be
liking
there. It is.
Okay.
No, my finger and technology are not getting along. Instead of hitting the equipment tab at the top of the Ghostbusters fan website, I keep thinking fan, different letter. So the Ghostbusters fan website.
It's okay. You can speak. This is what you do for a
living. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Okay. I kept hitting just the main banner, the main name, which took me right back to the home page. So, of all things, I mean, probably with web design, you've got a generic header that just is programmed once, and then that is called back every time a page loads. But if I'm on the home page, how come if I hit the main banner at the top of the page, it refreshes the home page? I don't need that. But it's probably because you programmed something once and then use a variable to recall that chunk reprogrammed every time instead of, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of worth thinking you would have done that on a desktop, not on a teeny tiny phone
screen. And then I'm so annoyed with most, here I am fumbling horribly with my giant fingers and little tiny buttons trying to look at a desktop on my phone. That's because the mobile versions of most websites annoyed the shit out of me, and because I can't find anything because so many things are simplified for my use. It's like, no, I want what I want, and so I almost automatically don't go to not always, but there's a lot of sites I don't go to the mobile sites.
Right.
Having fun?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's appealing. This is why we don't like to paint if we don't have to.
Yeah. I thought it would stick better, but it turns out that's not. That's the paint that I absolutely love, right? That I keep telling everybody sticks to everything. Doesn't stick to this particular tube.
It took off the lettering, though.
Oh, I'm glad it stuck to the letter.
The letters came off with the paint.
Okay, so this is the wrong spot. Now I'm trying to find... Oh, here we go. Okay. Ding.
But once these tubes are installed, unless... whatever flakes off looks like natural distress. Blame it on the ghosts.
Totally on the ghosts.
It's all the ghosts' fault.
So, Proton Pack, part names... Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. So I'm trying to find where the Murray Pack pictures are on Ghostbusters Fans because I changed my browser at one point. And now
I'm just covering myself in paint chips. Yeah. I really want to pick at the one on the pack, but I feel like the longer I don't, the longer it looks nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice to not if we could.
I'm not. I haven't. I peeled it off the extra one.
But it will happen in time, so.
It'll happen naturally.
Yeah.
I will not do it. I promise.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
Wow. Okay.
No luck.
It's not under equipment. I'm gonna have to just do the search. So I'm doing a Murray Pack. That's what I should have done the first time. Of course, I need to spell Murray, right?
Don't worry, we're only live, and
Yeah.
we're all watching you do this.
Oh,
And judging
this is how
you.
Odin fumbles. All of you in the future who are watching this and just wondering why the hell you tuned in, thank you very much for sticking around.
But if they're watching this in the future, they can fast forward.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's odd to me that I don't consider that, but you're absolutely right. And I would do
forward.
it. Skip forward. I would totally do that. For all of you in the future who aren't hearing this part because you're skipping forward, yeah, right there with you, buddy.
Marvel Guy says, one Ghostbuster reference from a SpongeBob episode. Mr. Krabs says on the newspaper, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Yeah.
Sounds like, yeah.
I could hear Mr. Krabs saying that, but it was on the newspaper, so the person who printed the newspaper said that.
Okay.
I guess.
Oh, there's a Ghostbusters 2 hero pack. Whatever. Yeah, I should have known that. Okay. There's what I was looking for. It was the giant button in the middle, but I wasn't thinking, so I got confused. So there
we don't have shiny silver here.
Right. Well, that's something we can do. His
doesn't have the gold thing either. Ha! Sorry.
Yeah, no, she's right. It doesn't. So that's why I wasn't worried about it.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're right.
What is...
We picked up some rub and buff, so we can do the silver stuff. What do you see?
This thing. What is that thing that should be there?
That's the V-hook for the wand.
And we have one of those thanks to...
Ralph. Yes.
Ralph Moore.
Right, okay, well, are we ready to put that on?
Are we? Because I think that's something we can add.
We can totally do that today.
This tube, I see
you know,
that
Ralph only
tube,
made
and
those
this
for us,
tube.
like, you know, before I moved
Right
shops.
Hey, look, it has the circle thing. I mean,
it's got a thing. Yeah, it's got the circle thing. Oh, look, it's screwed, too.
Theirs isn't as dangerous.
No, yeah, well, it's got a clean spot, like it peeled off.
You
know, I could be wrong, but that's kind of what it looked like to me.
Right? Huh.
Okay, so we've got some gold leaf rub and buff and some silver leaf rub and buff. So no, we can totally.
I like how white this ended up. It looks great. I love it.
Oh, good. That's a.
These should be black, and we have them gold. I mean copper because that's what we did.
So what should be black?
These little things, but I like the metal because they look really cool.
Oh, the bars here.
Yeah.
On his it's black. I like this is a brass welding rod. I like the way it was brass.
Yeah, it looks too legit with the brass, but I'm saying that's one of the differences.
Sure.
It's like playing I Spy. I just did it between these two. Now I'm doing it on this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got that piece. Yeah, I think really the biggest differences right now is the V-hook.
Okay.
And the silver on this. Like, that just really pop out that they're different.
Sure, yeah.
And there's little black bumps in the centers of these.
There's bumps in the centers of those?
See?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's stupid that nobody would notice but me. Yeah, that's what you said.
That's what she said, huh? Do you need to put bumps on that?
Well, I was just thinking we're doing this on the internet, so there's a lot more people than just...
Oh, there's going to be a lot of people that are judging
that
this.
have
Totally.
opinions,
It's great.
yeah. Okay, I think that we're not so bad.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's like...
There should be some tubes from here.
Something else that we could do, look closely at the pack.
There
Is
should be
his
a tube
Alice
here
pack
that we're
frame...
missing.
What's that?
A tubing down here.
Oh, that's the tube that goes to the wand, so it just hasn't gone on yet.
Yeah, so we need a connector.
Right, we need to somehow, but I figured that would happen when the
When
connector
we do
happens.
this and this.
Yeah, I think we're holding off. I was mentally holding off on the V hooks until we were ready to put the wand.
So should we try and figure out where we're going to put the packs on the back? Sorry, I
Yeah, we
can't
probably
speak.
should.
Okay.
We probably should try and figure out where the packs
should
are going to
come
go on the. That's okay, on the Alice pack frame. If you're looking at the pictures, are the Alice packs black or are they green?
I don't see any green. I actually don't see the packs at all.
You can scroll. There's like 10,000 more
Oh,
photos.
green.
Well, that's the straps are
Straps.
green, but the tube, the black tubing,
There is a little copper.
there is a little copper thing. Okay.
But honestly, we have that circle thing if we could paint it. Otherwise, if it's easier just to pop it off.
We
put
can
on
probably
the
paint
bright
it. We
color
can probably just hit it with. Well, I've got gold.
one. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, haven't printed the tips yet for the wands. Somebody sent me the file, so I need to print the tips with some silver, silky PLA because.
You know, looking at these, ours is not half bad. Okay. Like,
No, I'm pretty happy with them.
dang.
Yeah, and I don't need to. I actually like the idea of hitting them with some rub and buff today. I think that'd be great. But
I think really
I'm,
this piece is the only one that really needs the silver. Like
right.
when
Well, there's
I'm
a
looking
little
at-
bit in some other places, but
Yeah, but
you know, it's-
right there's the only like major
Yeah.
I can see the difference. Most of this distress looks natural.
But there's
It's a black. See, it's black.
It's black,
frame,
okay.
But the straps are green.
But the straps are green. All right. How about I abandon you and go outside and spray paint them black?
Okay, then
Okay.
that would be something that gets done. Do we have? What color are they currently? Green.
They're green.
Okay. Yeah, because look at that's definitely black. Look at this is the connector.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's the
how
whole.
and where they connect. So
Well, I'm glad that's a soft plastic.
right.
That actually freaked me out for a minute. I was like, oh my god, did I break it? No, that's a manufactured plastic
It's not
part.
a 3D printed.
No,
piece.
it's not a 3D printed piece. That's the one stand we have for the wands.
Interesting. That's behind the thing right there. Hey, that's a zip tie.
Yeah, there's something zip tied on there, right?
Right there. That's a zip tie right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's totally a zip tie holding something inside the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Probably holding the tube inside of the pack.
Yeah, I
That's
think
probably
these
all it
things
is.
are the things holding it to the frame.
Yeah, which is the next really big question for me is how do we attach these to the
And you
Alice
have
pack?
those fun little
I
poppy
got the
things.
fun pop-off things, which I really want to use.
But how will we make them work? We have to actually figure that part out.
Right, and you know what? Somebody shared those with me, and he had it in his video, but that was like 2 years ago. I don't remember. I don't remember the guy's name or what the parts are called, so it's really hard for me to look them up.
Oh, they have some really good detailed shots, though, right here, of how they connected them. See?
Yeah, it's connected to, okay. So we can do that, and it seems like the spacing that our little hood pop things give us is going to be accurate.
Ew. I hate that kind of foam. It just deteriorates into yuck.
Yeah,
Blech.
we can
Sorry.
use whatever.
No, I know. I just have, like, I see that and I already feel it, if that makes sense. Like,
Yes.
texturally, I'm like, ugh.
Right. Yes, you can feel that. You can feel these. It's just the white
Couch
project
foam?
foam, couch foam that's been spray painted. And so when you spray paint couch foam,
And glue it, and then
And-
let it sit in sweaty
yeah,
environments.
it starts to just crumble. And
Turn
one
to
of the
dust.
things we found out doing that for Guar, because this was the easy way to do stuff for our first Guar costumes way back in 94, 95. We made all the spiky things out of foam and just spray painted them. We were great, done. Excellent first rev for those costumes. All that crumbly stuff, especially when you're wearing barbarian costumes where you're pretty much wearing a loincloth and armor, yeah, gets in every little crack and every little point in your body that rubs, and it becomes sandpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Somebody who's worked in a
horrible.
costume shop, there's like everything is lined, the goggles are lined in that foam, helmets
Yeah.
have little pieces of that foam in it. That foam kind of floats everywhere and it deteriorates with age and sunshine and sweat and etc. Costumes are made with that,
Yeah.
Easter bunny feet, everything. And so the bottoms of the box, I can just feel it. You know, just
yeah.
I'm seeing that foam going, oh no.
Oh no, no,
No.
no, 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 no,
Like
no,
I
no,
know,
no.
like I love,
Right.
like when it's fresh and it's new,
Yeah.
but
We can totally put a piece of 1/2 inch. What do you
should we
want to
take
call
this
it?
piece off?
Oh yeah, we totally need to take the one fabric piece off. We can totally cover this. Also, I should double check and make sure I don't need to pop rip at something too. I probably do on one of these. I think one of the side things is loose. Or did I fix that already? Oh, I think I might have fixed that already. The fuck are you talking about, Odin? You lost your place.
We're in project mode. It's hard to explain what we're actually doing.
The top bar, I'm happy to use a piece of 1/2-inch pipe insulation that we could then also wrap with something else.
That way it's not the deteriorated couch that I'm complaining about. That's the piece that I'm going icky.
Right.
Looking in the picture.
I'm okay with that. I don't care.
Especially since you already have other solutions in your head that you're going to do anyways. Question. Oh, there's my answer.
Okay.
I'm like, how is that going to fit through there? It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Strap waist with lower back pad. Pack frame large or LG. SP010004D 0283.
It's super important to have like
Very specific.
way overly complicated.
And then there's an MSN number.
Okay. Oh, good. So it's Microsoft.
Base. No. 846501. Yours doesn't have any of it.
No, mine's all worn off, which is fine.
Sorry, soldier. All right. So
All
these
right.
do not get painted. These do.
No, none of these get painted. The one thing we do want to get, maybe, if you look at the front of the costumes, they have an additional bit of padding they put on the front, like the sheepskin covers that go on your seatbelts. Don't they? Oh, he doesn't.
No.
Oh, okay.
He just has the green thing.
Okay.
It looks like it's full, like extra padded out, probably because it was a pain in the butt.
It might be. We've got those somewhere. I've got a set of originals, and I bought a set of.
Yeah, we got new ones. We opened them up last time I was here, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And then I realized, oh wait, I've got them all. I thought I had an incomplete set, but no, I've got a complete set. So
Yeah.
whichever. And I think the originals were puffier than the reproductions.
Yes.
Okay.
They were, but I think it's just because they were worn out better, if that makes sense.
Now I'm just gonna go outside and just spray paint these with as dirty as they are, because if the spray paint comes off,
It looks cool.
it's gonna just look cool. I'm not gonna
Like, honestly, looking at the pictures, I wouldn't bother, but it is black, and these are gray.
Yeah,
They're
these
not
are-
green.
Yeah, they're not olive red. I think they'll
look better black.
Yeah, it's the head off the pop rivets rolling around inside. I think they'll look better black as well, and I like there's a 3D printed piece that I don't have the file for that I saw at Colorado that dangles off of this ring. I had a picture of it. I don't have it loaded yet. But what it does is, it's not on there. It's something a fan made up. What it does is it creates a pair of like little kickstand feet that catches the bottom of the Proton Pack and these 2 feet, so you can just set it down.
So it's its own stand.
Yeah, you don't have
I remember
to have,
you pointed that out.
Which I thought was way
Where
cool.
were we when you pointed that out? Because you're like,
Probably
look.
here.
No, you showed me an actual pack.
Did I show you an actual pack? 'Cause I saw them in Colorado, so I thought I showed you a picture.
Okay,
Which
well,
means I
maybe
can bring it
thought
up on my
just
phone, but that's all right.
Probably just imagined it then.
That's what I remember. Maybe we saw one. You haven't been to a con with me since I've been to Colorado.
Yeah, no, I have not been to a con in a while. I have all these intentions of going, and then life goes, hey, guess what? You get to deal with this instead.
There you go. Well, coming up on August 2nd in Bartholomew, California. Now, what is that place called? This is really horrible.
Barstool? No.
Yeah, Barstool. Yeah, let's go to Barstool.
Wait, that sounds like...
Yeah. So it's right next to Antioch. So it's on the south side of the Delta, next to Antioch, California, across the river from Rio Vista. So it's, as East Bay Area as you can kind of get. There's a con happening called NovaCon. It is going to be a single-day con. It happens on the 2nd of August. It's going to start at 3 p.m. and it runs till 9 p.m. because I think they're trying to take advantage of the cooler times at night.
Because the freaking hot weather here.
Yeah. So, and it's taking place in a park. Totally free con. Just as it's going to be a little micro con. It's like their 2nd or 3rd year.
What's their theme?
I don't think they have a theme this year. I don't think
just-
they've got one. I think they're just NovaCon.
NovaCon.
Yeah.
Like Novocaine.
Yeah, like Novocaine. It's NovaCon. N-O-V-A, Nova. What, I guess it's still Novocaine, right? But anyway, yeah.
NovaCon.
I took it as the star, like a supernova Nova,
Oh.
but, or the old PBS program. But hey,
was
if you want to think painkiller, that's fine.
Bunch of scary dentists getting together in a park. NovaCon.
Because I'm a dentist.
So, NovaCon.
Oh, and a success. That's what it is. So NovaCon's coming up. So if you have any interest at all with going way the hell out there, you are welcome to. You don't have to. It's a free con, so it's not like we need
that is like the weekend before my birthday, so I don't know if
Okay.
I'm going to be doing something that day or the
Okay.
weekend after. You know what I mean?
Good.
So it's like one of those that it's a apprehensive maybe. We'll see.
Sounds great.
But it sounds fun. So we'll see.
Sounds great.
So we'll see.
And then, of course, SacAnime is coming up, which is going to be Labor Day weekend, which is the last weekend of August, I believe. I think
I always think
September
it's like right before
starts.
September starts.
It is. It's Labor Day is the first Monday of September, which I think
have a calendar.
Monday is September 1st.
I also have a calculator on the tip of my fingers, teachers. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. You'll never carry one around with you.
With me right here. We could even look at it. Which day is it supposed to be? Labor Day is September 1st.
Okay. So the con itself will be the last few days of August.
So it'll be that Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I've got all my scheduled time off with work. I'm 100% going to be there. You are totally welcome to come along. This is the big con, right? This is the one where Jerry and everybody else goes.
I very much enjoy going to those ones.
Even Cedar has talked about coming back. So yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy helping out with cosplay repair. I think that's really fun.
Cool.
And I enjoy just camping there and seeing everybody's cool costumes, even though I see the ones that are falling apart.
Well, the best part is how many of the costumes we touch on Saturday that end up being in the masquerade.
Of course, people take that time, effort, and love into their outfits.
Right?
And then you wear it and you...
this piece fell off. Yeah.
You don't know until you take it out into the wild and then you find out all the things. You're like, oh shoot, I should have brought like 12 safety pins.
Right? Totally cool.
Yes.
And then there's the one that's happening in Carson City, but I don't think that's something that, it's a little further to go. And if you went to Carson City, I don't know. Anyway, if you wanted to go for a day, it's not going to be a big deal. But might be awkward if you wanted to go for both days because I've only got one hotel room.
Where is even Carson? That's down south, right?
Carson City is east. Carson City is the capital of Nevada, even though everyone thinks Reno and Nevada and Las Vegas because they're the bigger cities.
Right.
So Carson City is just south of Reno. So it's going to be about 3 hours from here, maybe a little less.
Okay, it's like kind of going to Tahoe.
So, yeah, it's going a little past Tahoe. Yeah. But once you're in Nevada, there's all these lovely chemicals you can't buy in California.
What I like is that as soon as you cross the border into Nevada, all the bathrooms get interesting at the gas stations.
Okay, this is not something I've paid attention to.
Really? There's like casinos inside of every gas station bathroom in Nevada. When you drive in Nevada, they're light, they're sparkly. There's always like all the bathrooms have like gambling or like the fancy like weigh yourself and guess your weight.
Okay.
Scales. I don't know.
I guess I was thinking more literal, like the actual like bathroom stalls in the actual like men's room, but
they probably.
But I know all the gas stations have.
Yeah.
Like, you go into 7-Eleven and there's slot machines,
That's
which is
what I'm
really
talking
weird
about.
for us.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as you go to the gas station, they're like fancy.
Okay, I'm hearing bathroom. I'm sorry.
Because I stopped there for bathrooms. When you
Fair enough.
traveling.
So my favorite thing with Louisiana still, and I think this is still a thing in Louisiana, daiquiris are huge.
Mm-hmm.
Daiquiris are everywhere. There are drive-through daiquiri stands in Louisiana. Louisiana also is basically not zero tolerance, but also is a don't drive drunk state, right? You're not allowed to have an open alcoholic beverage in your car in Louisiana. Yet you can go get a Slurpee that's got alcohol in it. That's in a styrofoam cup with a. Yeah, what's that?
Do they just camp out right
No,
now?
you literally go through a drive-thru and get your daiquiri. What it is, if your straw isn't in the drink, you're okay.
Good to know.
So, having had a friend who lived in Louisiana, yeah, he would have his new straw right there, and he put his old straw in the drink. And if you saw a cop, the straw just went out, went on the floorboard.
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
I cannot condone this behavior.
Right? Oh, it's like the other story of the guy that horrific drunk driving accident. Kids, this is not an instruction on what to do.
This is what not to do.
This is what not to do. Basically, bad accident. The guy gets out. You can see he's emotionally distraught. This is the way the story goes, right? Sees that all this destruction happened, whatever, and it's his fault. Goes to the boot of his car, opens it up, opens up a brand new bottle of whiskey, and just starts chugging.
Why?
They can't prove he was drunk before the accident.
Oh.
He had witnesses that he opened the container from the trunk of the car. Now, he's still at fault for everything, but avoided the DOI. Yeah. And with that, I'll leave you to Felicia, who will let you know what the hell's been going on, maybe, or just talk with you. And I will take one of these out and spray it really quick.
Why don't you just take it both?
Because that way I'll have to come back in more.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Apparently Dan's here. Hi, Dan.
Oh, good. Hello, Dan.
Dan's the man.
Hi, Dan.
He's also one of our moderators, and I appreciate him. Thank you, Dan. All right, let's see. Jerry can cosplay. Welcome, Jerry. Steve D is here. Welcome, Steve D. And Jerry can cosplay says, I've got Dublin Comic Con coming up. Vincent Danier Frio. I can butcher anyone's name. Is going to be at it. What's he do? I'm live, so I'm like blank. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Oh, hi, Schultz Division. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. We are continuing work on our Proton Packs today. Hopefully, we will get them mounted to the Alice packs. Then we can literally run around with them. Like, we are so close to being done. It's kind of scary because we've been working on these for like 2 years, 5 years now. We started these it's been a long time. I don't even remember when we started these, but we're getting there. We have all the doohickeys connected. We have all the stickers on. We even have an extra one, but we have to figure out how to mount this, and I think that's what we've been kind of pushing off, but I think we got it. I'm jealous. Sorry. Schultz Division melting over here. So hot in Denmark at the moment. U.S. northern people can't handle this kind of heat. LOL. I don't know. This feels like a very mild July, to tell you honest truth. Today it's supposed to get into the hundreds. I'm not sure if it actually will, but it's actually really nice right now. We have like the doors open right now with the fan blowing, no air conditioning. I feel like it's doable. I appreciate the warm weather. But I was born in the middle of the summer, and I like it warmer than cold. I know people say you can always, like, add sweaters and layers in the winter. I don't want to move when it's cold. It's around 30, 35 C, which isn't much for most, but for us it is. Okay. Celsius and Fahrenheit, they're different numbering systems, and they feel much differently when you're saying 100 degrees versus whatever that would be in Celsius, because it's not as dramatic. And I like getting to that full 100 number because it's dramatic. That's the only reason I like that system better. Yes. So anyways, if you guys have any questions about the packs, I have not been here in almost a month, and I can tell you what I've noticed is better, but I haven't, like, I didn't put these tubes in, but I knew they were coming. So, anyways, how are y'all doing? Schultz Division, AC is coming more and more because the heat is getting worse. Also it's more easily available technology. Air conditioning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice. Do actually have
Schultz Division says it's 86 to 95 Fahrenheit. You know, actually, that's my favorite temperature for a lovely day. Like, that is, like, my favorite weather.
So it's going to depend a lot on humidity.
Yeah.
Thankfully, California is pretty low. We're middle to low on humidity.
Don't tell anybody this, but here in Sacramento, it might get up to those 100-degree weathers, but then the Delta breeze comes in and cools it off at night. So it is like,
it's so nice when that happens.
It's refreshing. Like, it can get hot, but it doesn't stay icky. But where I went to Arizona, it got to 115, and then it went down to 100 at night, maybe 105, and then it was back to 115 in the day. And I was like, this is the worst.
It is. It never cools off. I read about that, and there's actually a huge problem with homeless dying from heat illnesses in Phoenix because you can't get away from the heat.
In all reality, every time the weather changes by 10 degrees up or down, there are people who have. Yeah, so you gotta have some sympathy for the people out there. But I definitely prefer the warmer weather to the colder weather.
So, Schultz Division with the 85-degree weather, if your humidity is high, that's ugly, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, Schultz Division is dying over here.
Okay.
Like, oh, that sounds lovely weather.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So we got number 1s, number 2s, and number 3s. Why are we ranking people?
I don't know.
Like, what is going on?
Did I click top fans or something?
You did. Apparently Schultz is the top
Oh,
fan.
look at that. Well, everyone's got 75 points. Oh, this might be how many times somebody has...
So what's the competition and who gets to win? Because so far Schultz is in first,
Well,
Marvel Guy's in second, and then we have
Shock Roman in third. But they're all 75 experience points. They've all got 75 XP. Advixen's got 75 XP. Jerry Can Cosplay's got 75 XP. So it's like, I don't know. I didn't... 60. Oh, yeah, no, ick. That's going to be horrible. I'm sorry, Schultz. Yeah, that's definitely AC weather. I do not like that much humidity. I am my own swamp. I radiate so much heat that I really insist on cottons, because even those moisture-wicking, temperature-sensitive sports things are still plastic and retain all of my heat. They're horrible. Almost always. Unless they've got like the huge football jersey holes in them. Those are okay.
Right. I honestly don't like things being that tight on me, like with the long sleeve.
Yeah, no.
Like I do, but it depends and not in the weather.
And so that kind of humidity's... With that being said, I'm going to go stand in the sun some more.
Schultz Division. I'm winning at something.
Yes!
Yay! What are you winning at? I have no idea. But in the chat... on our end, we are seeing people with little crowns and purple ovals that say number 1, number 2, and number 3. And somehow the YouTube algorithm is judging all y'all who are commenting. And I don't know what the metrics are, so good luck with that one. We'll see who's the winner at the end of the live stream. I think it may have to do with the amount of comments. I don't know. I don't know. Schultz Division, so are we? I don't know. I don't know. But we're learning this and we're figuring it out live while you guys are watching. Sorry. Shop Gremlin still number 3. Oh, you see it too? It looks like it's based on chat participation. Okay. So that's why Marvel Guy got first, and then the Advixen got second, but then first again, because they had 2 comments over 1. I see how I see it. All right, let's see who can get to number 1. I'm teasing. So, anyways. We gotta get these things mounted, and there's only so many places now since we left these big, large gaps where it'd be really safe to mount it to those frames. And the frames are wet and spray paint right now, so cannot exactly line them up. And these circles, let me see, maybe I can show you with camera too. There are circles on here. You guys see them? Here's one. Where we thought we were going to be attaching the Proton Packs to the Alice Packs, but they do not line up to the Alice Packs whatsoever, so they are just there to be aeration holes, I suppose? I don't know, but those holes were intended for that purpose, but it looks like I couldn't even get it to this one if we wanted to. This one's right in front of the only circuit board we have in this, well, not the only circuit board, but right in front of the circuit board we have in here. These ones we could get to. These 2 would be a little bit tricky, but still possible. But this one, I don't know how we would even. So, I remember lining it up, but I don't remember where we had it figured out, but that's the next thing. We have to figure out where we're going to put the locking mechanisms. And we're doing the pop joints. I wonder where those even ended up. We have many boxes of this stuff. Nope, not that one. That's a PKE meter. I Spy with my little eye. There's another bin, like that bin, that probably has it in it. Actually, it's not a bin. It would be the Boston Market boxes. Actually, I think I see it. Hold on. I'm not leaving, I promise. I'm right here. Heck yes, this is the one we need to go through. Okay, yes, I believe that's the box we need. It is a little buried at the moment. I'm not gonna dig it out because I feel like things would fall on me if I did. But I think that's the box I'm looking for that has all the little bits and bobs that we've been keeping with this. But now that they're mostly attached, they've been staying in that box. Where is these? Oh, I think it's only showing top fans right now. Hold on. We're on live chat. There we go. Okay, sorry, just making sure that we're seeing everybody's comments. Stevie D says it's 33 to 38 degrees C over here. I'm in for the last week. Oh, the UK, so in the UK. Now, is that warm or cool to you? Because it's all relative. We all have our own opinions on these things. Apparently, I'm gonna be A-okay when I'm burning. You got a message from your Ring doorbell.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Did you show up?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't fully look.
Oh, no, I see. There's a person in my yard. I got a message of me walking around in my backyard. Let's see, what are we doing here? We got cam 3. So I got a picture of me walking around in my backyard.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all that is.
Schultz Division. It's hot, Felicia. We only have rain and coldness over here.
Right?
Ugh. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right. So how are we going to attach these to the frames? Oh, that's the box, I think, that has the thing we're looking for.
Okay.
That's my hypothesis. Because it's not in that bin.
Drop my lid. It's not, you looked in that bin? Okay.
It's not, but there's a lot of boxes by that bin that it could have ended up in, but I think it's in that box, but that box is a little...
Oh, okay.
You see?
This box here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the box? Yeah.
It could be. This box does have Ghostbusters stuff in it. This isn't the Lego box.
No. Pew, pew.
The Sumbus gun.
Steve D. It's either too hot or too cold here in the UK.
Yeah, almost always. Yeah, there's that. That's actually really
we actually
big,
need
we're
these.
Supposed to,
no, but they have them really padded out, so I think this is honestly going to be fine once you put the fabric over it or the zip ties, because it'll compress it.
There's your internal one.
Nice. It's $3.99.
You know what I am finding in here?
What are you finding?
I'm finding a lot of the laser cut parts for our homemade ones, but I'm not finding what you're asking for.
All right. I will check the other little boxes.
That's fine.
By the way, we are at noon.
Oh,
and
let's do that
Steve D is like reminding us not to forget to let the other people in.
Oh, yeah.
So
Thank you, Steve D, because I totally did.
I like this pin.
You like this pin?
Is it from Joe?
I'm going to have to...
Peek and look. And I'm distracting. That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, do the thing. Hey, what's this pin?
Distraction.
Save. Hello, welcome to ADHD Theater. Today, we're attempting to tie our shoes. Stay tuned, as 2 hours from now, we might actually be done. Okay, what pin are you talking about? This pin. Oh, yeah, this pin is from Joe. Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. What pin are we talking about? Where's the mouse? This pin. It's the radioactive VHS tape. So yeah, that's Joe's logo for Apocalyptic Joe. Post-apocalyptic Joe. In a cinematic wasteland.
There you go.
A book that I appear in, and a book that Shady appears in. Or will, if he hasn't yet. It's one of Felicia's favorite things.
All right, I don't know where those pop rivets would be.
I need to put...
I remember them being in a bottom of one of those boxes when we had all the stuff together.
Yeah, and or they're in a bag.
Is that the other box that they could be in?
We can look. That other box may be the one that's got more Lego parts in it.
Okay, it doesn't look like an easy box to get to.
There is that. Hey, here's this prop. That worked well!
So are we live? Is everybody allowed in?
Yeah, we're live. Everyone should be allowed in. We should be able to have... Yeah. Yes. Yes is the answer.
You know, we never said welcome to the Odin Makes show.
No, because we were too busy digging.
We're
Hi,
doing stuff. We're
welcome to
making
the Odin Makes
progress.
Motor Sale.
Right?
Oh, there's some small rig counterparts. That's kind of cool. I want that. I gotta remember where those are. I'll just stick them somewhere else that won't. I'll freaking forget about. Here, I'll put them back here.
Exactly. Let me put these somewhere where I won't lose them, and then that's where I can never find them again.
I'll never find them again. Exactly. Hello, and welcome to the Odin Makes live stream. Hi, my name is Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And today we are working on the Ghostbusters Proton Packs. And in fact, even a lot of the pre-show material that we have been doing has been pack-centric. Today we have spent more times working on this pack than we have in the past
year.
Yeah, probably. Outside, I just got done spray painting the Alice packs, so they're both black now. And you've been in here talking to Schultz about how it's like 95 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius where he's at, which also has 60% humidity, and that just sounds like sticky shrink wrap weather. It could get worse.
To each their own. Somebody has to live there.
I don't want to know.
Yes. But we're getting there. We need to find the little pop rivets.
Right, so we're talking about pop rivets. Now, these aren't the pop rivets that you use with the pop rivet gun. We're looking for the push-pull, like, they're like trunk connectors for racing
pop
cars.
Rivets because they pop, click, open, close, and it gives this little pop to it.
Totally right.
It's very, like, satisfying. Like, they could totally make great fidgets. I'm just saying, but we have to find them first. We got them a year ago.
Yeah, we got them a while ago.
They're in a bag, in a box.
Safe.
Where we won't lose them.
From us.
They exist.
They do exist.
They really do.
That. So not that box. I'm gonna need those. This is not that box.
All right, we got some new people in here. Let's see.
Nice.
We got Andy in the basement. Will you upload videos again?
Yes.
Eventually. Working on some, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I've got a bunch of Never Edit Land, unfortunately. But
Yep.
I've been in talks with Shot Gremlin at length about how to get that going because both of us are concerned.
Are those them? No.
Because both of us are concerned that that hasn't happened in a while, and yes, I do want that to happen. I want to get more videos up again. I haven't given up on doing that. Yeah, I don't know how to put it.
Eventually. Schultz wants to know, Odin, have you ever done any animation stuff? I've done a little stop motion animation. Did you end up doing any?
I've done a little stop motion animation with Legos back in the 90s. I don't think I've done any stop motion recently. I know Shock Gremlin did some really good stop motion with Legos in the 20-teens. As far as After Effects animation, so still not cell animation, but you're doing computerized, where you've got like maybe a 3D object or a faux 3D object, and you're flying around a virtual camera in order to give it perspective changes to make it look like it's moving. Yeah, there's one over on the DWR website, the Department of Water Resources for California, all about groundwater. It's in 4 different languages. It's English, Spanish, Punjabi, and Hmong. And yeah, that's 100% animated by me, and all the elements are pretty much created by me. There's things that I found that I liked.
Is that the one with the comparison to a basketball court?
Yep, that's one of the comparisons to the basketball court. Yeah, basically, they talk about, it's all about groundwater. The basketball court is, DWR constantly talked about how much is an acre foot of water. They talk about that, right? How much is an acre foot? And because that's the volume of water that dams release, because they need large volumes to talk about, because we don't use anything metric here. So an acre foot is however much cubical space that is, which still doesn't mean much to anybody. So they're always talking about, well, it's like taking a football field and burying it in 18 inches of water. It's like, okay, that's easy for me to picture. But is a football field the entire pitch? Is it just goalpost to goalpost? Is it including the end zones? Is it including the area around that makes the entire? What is a foot? So I did some math on it, and as well as it's 18 inches deep, which visually and using animation isn't that exciting. It's like, oh, now it's knee-deep water. Okay, that would suck to play football, but not interesting enough. So I did math versus a basketball court. And if you are within the lines of the basketball court,
You're in bounds.
The acre foot of water would be enough water to fill it up past the nets of an NBA regulated basketball court. That was much more visually interesting for the video.
And it feels like you could drown in it, so it feels like it's a bigger amount.
And when it fills up, I could put a basketball in the middle of it, which then could float in the water, right? And you could visually see it going above the nets. And that was way more relatable to me than 18 inches of water on a field.
Sounds like
9.5 feet deep is what it ended up being. So, and it was one of those things that, I had to talk with the engineers. No, I did the math on this, and I give them the math so they could double check it, because they were like, can we put this out? Have we fact checked this? It's like, yeah, it's called math. It wasn't hard.
At least they care that it's accurate.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
So that was the main thing I've done recently, other than that, because that's like a 9-minute long or 7-minute long video or whatever it was. Different lengths depending on the language. That was fun. Yeah, anyway. So that's the animation I do anymore. And I did stuff like that for Beyond Geek too.
Are we live? Howdy, Odin and Felicia. Howdy, Bernie Davis.
Hello, Bernie Davis. We are live.
Howdy, Albert Fisher. And David, relaxing right now, just went to Montreal Comic-Con last week.
Nice.
Ooh.
Started working on the Ecto goggles. So one of the fun things with the con coming up in Carson City. So I'm going to be going to Kaboom Con in Carson City towards the end of September. So this is Carson City, Nevada. If anyone's in that particular area, please look up Kaboom Con. They're actually sponsoring me to go out, paying for me to go out there, paying for me to have a hotel room so I can be there for all 3 days of the con, because there's day 0 on Friday where they're basically watching Ghostbusters 2 at night, and then they have 2 full days of the con afterwards. I'm going to be doing a live demo. This is one of the things I agreed to do, doing an Odin Makes live. This is something that we've talked about at many cons and have never really tried doing. I did it at Rocket Con, and yeah, I fumbled through it pretty bad. So what I'm looking at doing is the Ecto goggles, so it's this Ghostbusters theme. And I've got a pair. I asked Ace what 3D model he was using. He told me which one it was. It's on printables.com. So I'm utilizing that same... Ace is a Discord member. He's actually printing us sets of Ecto goggles and finishing them for us. So I'm going to be using the same model because good to me, and going to recreate it in foam and then do it live TV cooking show style, where I've got my parts that are all laser cut. So I can glue a couple of them together. When you get them all glued together, you end up with this part that's now assembled, and then you start sanding it down, and I can do a sanding down and set that aside and have one that's completely sanded down. So I'm going to need like 7 steps so I can move through this project within an hour and not sit up there and have people just watch me go for 90 minutes, because that's not fun. Especially when they're going to ask me questions and distract me the whole time. That's going to be the best part.
You can just be like, all right, and the next step.
Yep, and the next step. And so I wanted to laser cut all the parts, and then also I thought, well, if I'm doing that, maybe I can make kits. So one of the things I need to do now is go out. I think Lowe's has it. Lowe's is one of the big box hardware stores out here. They have 1.25 inch thin wall PVC pipe.
Ooh.
And that appears to be within 1 millimeter of the right size for the larger parts of the lens. So I need to go get a pipe for that and cut that down to like 39 millimeter and 45 because they're different sizes. And then I got to work on what the other parts are. But I was starting to put that project together on Friday.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah.
Fun problems, right?
Yep, fun problems. I've got to get that done so I can go and do it like I know what I'm doing. And actually, SacAnime has asked me about doing such a thing as well. So I could do that for SacAnime, and also I like the idea of doing the exact same thing with the Matrix of Leadership, which would be a slightly easier project to do live. And also great for laser cutting because it's all robot stuff, right? And
lasers make it significantly easier.
If you gotta cut more than one, lasers are great. If you gotta cut one, it's a decision. Do you want to put the time in the chair, or do you want to just cut with a blade? Mm-hmm. 'Cause what I mean by time in the chair is it'll take me hours to get my file ready to laser cut. But once that file is ready, I can just laser cut until my machines break, and I'll get the same parts. Mm-hmm. So that's the trade-off.
Worth it when you're doing large quantities, not so worth it when you only need one.
Yeah, not so worth it you only need one. Or it could be worth it if you need one and it needs to look machined and perfect. Mm-hmm. I made somebody some Lara Croft guns. She was going to cosplay. This is somebody that was at DWR, so I quickly threw together some 1911 pistols. I only had to laser cut out 2 of them. In fact, I think there's a piece of one over here.
Speaking of which, that box up there, is that another possible
That's
place?
another possibility. So,
cool.
just quickly laser cut some parts and
it's just format foam.
just format foam. And so I was able to give them to her, and here's foam guns, and so
appreciate laser cutters, that's for sure. They're very precise.
And most specifically, I made a promise how many years ago, Jerry? About getting a Tommy gun kit out. And so this Saturday, there's some friends are coming over, and they want to play with the Laser Death Machine. This is Hire for Hire and Adaptable Gamers Incorporated. And so, we're probably going to set the Laser Death Machines and saying that, we need to cut out Jerry's kit. It's like, okay, we'll do that. Nice. That'll be fun.
Sounds like fun. I'm glad that you're enjoying this again.
Thank you. It's been a lot to get back into enjoying this.
Right.
It's not been easy. Which, by the way, if you wanted to come over on Saturday while we're messing around with laser death machines, Felicia, you are welcome to.
We shall see.
Okay.
My life has been chaotic. I can't guarantee
Appreciated.
anything.
Yeah, just
appreciated the invite, though.
Don't want to leave you out.
Thank you.
Because no cameras involved. This is simply hanging out and having fun.
Right. Since when have you been doing that? Crafting not on camera? No,
not very often. And
Bernie Davis is wondering what's with the leaderboard in chat. We don't know.
Good. So someone else sees it.
But apparently, it's ranking y'all based on who's commenting the most, and we can see who's winning on our end.
Basically.
And so far, Ad Vixen is number 1 at the moment. They have taken over the leadership position from Schultz Division.
I didn't know it was on. I don't know if I clicked that on accidentally. I don't know why there's a leaderboard.
It's funny because now I'm judging all y'all.
Oh, you're totally being judged, yeah. and the hard thing is, it's going to be tough to beat Ad Vixen because that guy posts. He's also a major poster.
Look at Ralph with his logic saying you can turn the leaderboard off if you want, though.
Yeah, I would love to. I didn't see how to turn that off.
Oh, I wasn't even worried about it. I was like, oh, that's new.
Got reactions, feedback. Yeah.
Schultz is down to number 2. Oh, Schultz is
I'm not winning anymore. No. Because I
DJ
click top fans and all it does is it takes me to it, which
the leaderboard, Ad Vixen's number 1, Schultz Division's number 2. Wait, who's our number 3? We got a new number 3. That is Dan's junk. He pushed Marvel Guy into number 4.
All right.
There's a leaderboard apparently.
There's a leaderboard.
Whoever's number 1 at the end of the thing wins. Wins what? The honor. I suppose.
Ralph, I'd love to turn it off. So do I. Nice, Steve D. Now spamming the leaderboard.
Bernie Davis says mass-produced with lasers.
Gaming the system. Okay, not in this box. That's what I thought. This is a lot of pieces, parts from
DJ
Lego.
Stumpy, hey Felicia, will you be doing any more videos on your channel? I'm trying to learn slip stitch for the lining of my long tail jacket. Eventually. The thing is I found
that was your chance to hit the button for yourself, not just me editing.
Eventually.
Honestly, right now I have been full-time at the hospital, and I have been really enjoying learning a new craft.
Yeah, that's really
And
cool.
so my brain has been in that, and I have not been here. So just even getting back to helping you on your live stream has been...
Well, it's been a very eventful summer for both of us. I've had 2 or 3 things happen over the past couple weekends, and when I was free, you had 2 or 3 things happening over the weekends. Yeah, not a big deal. I appreciate that you show up.
Right?
Yes.
So eventually, I don't know when or what or any of that, but I'm here for now until that gets going again.
So here's the box that has our laundry in it.
Oh yeah, all the Ghostbusters things. Found them! So it was, no, which one?
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them, okay.
Yeah.
Because that one moved.
Right, but that's the one I pulled down first, and then I put it back because it didn't have it in it. There's a few other, there's a bunch of individuals in here too. And then yeah, there's those, which we don't need anymore. Although we might need these. There's your Happy New Year thing to me from Year of the Tiger, however long ago that was.
Right? How many years ago was that?
Yeah, let's not, they'll be happy to let us know how long we've been dragging, working on this project.
Look at what's in it. It's a sewing kit.
Oh! Thank you.
Yeah. We've been working on this project for a while. I'm just going to say that. This
may be, which is going to require me going to the hardware store, but this may be an easy way to attach these to the pack. You go get the 3/8 inch or 1/2 inch one of these, and this can go around the pack, and then we can just bolt it to. But unfortunately, that means I can't do it today because I don't have this part with me.
But we can at least line everything up and figure out how we're going to attach that, because we don't even know that yet. These are the little clickety-clack things.
How many?
Well, you have 2, and I have at least, this one's mine.
Okay, so there's 3, or is there 4 here? Yeah, there's 4, because
you had 2 and they sent you
I
one.
had 2, right? I had 2, which these are the 2 that I had, and then I think was it Lewis sent us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at.
So.
Projectiles. Don't shoot those at your friends, people.
Okay.
Okay.
The packs are probably dry. I'll go get those.
Oh, Bernie Davis. I'm dead last, like always. For now. Bryce New. Hey, guys. Loving the progress. Me and my buddy just built the dancing toaster from Ghostbusters 2. Next on the bench is the Extreme Ghostbusters Ghost Trap. That's awesome. We still have the pattern for the Ghost Trap right here in the master plan. Will we get to it? Not anytime super soon, that's for sure, but we're getting definitely closer. I believe these are for the Ghost Trap.
These smell like spray paint.
Yes, this is our plan so far for the Ghost Trap that hasn't happened.
Right.
Yes.
And those are Ecto goggles. Well, that's good. That's the Ecto goggle.
And then we have the
That's
stickers.
another set of Ecto goggle stuff that somebody sent me that I really need to look at.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that Lewis
that's
sent.
still in the master plan, so we still
Yeah.
have all of those. So we're getting through this slowly but surely.
Right. Well, I shouldn't geek out on that too hard, but yeah, I need to look at that too.
Yeah.
Because I need to stickers. I shouldn't look at that yet. Let me open it up and look at it. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, goggles need to happen. But Ace, if you're watching, totally excited about getting goggles from you. I'm just doing the goggles because it's part of what I need to do.
Silent Strike 87 says, have a question, Odin. Did you ever finish making a full Odin cosplay from the MCU? I'm making an Odin cosplay for a friend and use your spear video for advice and tips.
Okay, distracted. Cryptid came in. I didn't realize you were reading to me. I'm sorry.
Yes. Have you ever made a full Odin cosplay costume?
No, I've talked about it. Thought about it. I liked Odin's armor from Dark World. I liked Odin's helmet from Dark World. There was a point in time with the McVengers, which was a bunch of cosplayers that did a huge group with fast food mixed with Marvel, and they wanted me to do White Castle Odin, and that was going to be the Odin armor, but it with a White Castle color theme. But the McVengers didn't really, as a group, didn't really survive COVID. They really haven't come back, and in fact, the main guy that put that together has officially retired cosplaying, effectively. Hasn't really said it publicly, but for those of us that know him and have had a chance to talk to him a little bit, he's like, yeah, I'm kind of done with it for now.
Okay.
Or possibly long-term, like forever.
Okay.
So, it's like, okay, it's just life changed and his focus changed. That's great because his reasons for quitting is actually positive. So that's great. I think that's great.
Okay.
Okay. Other random things coming out to talk about.
Oh. The good old Will says, love your props, Odin, and I know for the fact there's a lot of different things you can make, but this is how
Odin makes. Thank you, the good old Will. Yes, it's true. There are lots of different ways I can make a video about how to make props, and there's lots of different ways I could do a live stream dragging out forever how to make a prop, but this is how Odin makes. Oh shit, the show's ending. Anyway, sorry.
You're trying to make it end?
No, I'm not. I'm enjoying myself right now. I've always enjoyed doing the live streams. There was a lot of stage fright fear in the very beginning. But to be honest with you, and I know I told you as well, thank you for instigating the beginning of the live streams. This is all her fault. And
sorry, guys.
It's been really enjoyable for me, and I love the fact that I get to talk with you guys. And so, yeah, the live streams aren't a hardcore, this is how you do it format, because this is the format where we get to talk back to you. So, yeah.
And this is kind of how we work. Usually we have pressure that gets us to get things done, but when
Right.
there's no pressure.
There's no pressure. Yeah, who cares?
We can drag out a prop for how long has it been?
Yeah, way too long. This should have been done, we should be done on our 16th pack.
No, I know, if we had the pressure, I feel like we would have been done.
We would have been done without much of a problem. But yeah, so the live streams, they kept happening because I needed a way to keep the channel going while I mentally and emotionally wasn't in a place to be able to produce videos. I am now, but now I've got to break the habit of not doing it.
I have to get into the
Right,
motion.
back into the motion.
Objects in motion, stay in motion.
Objects at rest, stay at rest.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure when I'm going to get back to doing my live streams.
I've got 3 or 4 projects stuck in Never Edit Land. A couple of them probably won't come out of Never Edit Land. Her term. But there's at least 2. No, we've got 4 different projects. I've got 2 that are hypothetical. We've got 2 that Shock Roman and I are actually actively working on that should become projects. One of them is making, Shock Roman wants a full set of Nightingale armor from Skyrim, right? Has always wanted this. What's going on?
Oh, I think I broke it.
Oh, okay, there's plenty of them.
I mean, I don't know.
There's plenty of them. I bought 2 sets because one set wasn't enough to do 2, but it was more than enough to do 1. So, whatever. And so been collecting the leather, been collecting, because I want to do it out of legit leather, making a full set of leather thief armor. Been working on getting this put together. And been talking back and forth about, there's all these metal bits. Hey, Ralph, metal bits! There's all these metal bits on the
like rivets?
night scale. No, they're like conchos.
Okay.
And there's a big medallion, there's a big like belt buckle, there's like crude buttons that go here that cold close the biceps, and there's a big set of that almost look like stamped Roman coins, that type of button that goes up here, and they're all silver in the game, therefore we infer them as being metal, right? Because this is 100% graphical, there isn't a real world thing to look at. And so talked at length about how we're going to go about doing this, and finally, actually Friday, ran around and started buying materials to get something that looks kind of lewd at the moment.
Looks like a pipe.
It's a pipe! That's exactly what it is. This is a wee bit of iron pipe, and what this is and what it's going to do, whatever, good enough, right?
Yeah,
you guys can see it. It's a pipe.
Looks like a Lego piece.
Yeah, it does look like a Lego piece. There's no good shot for it. What we want to do with this is turn it into a propane burner. And the propane burner will go into a small smelting forge, and we can start melting aluminum in order to make these pieces to go onto the Skyrim costume, as well as make anything else.
I definitely appreciate working with aluminum.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I can make real metal things, and I'm
Yeah.
just cutting up soda cans.
Yeah, right. And thank you, Ralph, for making the V-hooks for this, because that was part of the... Okay, yeah, you know,
future me
printed.
problem.
Yeah, future me problem. Well, here comes future me to deal with it.
Right.
So, we're looking at videos from the King of Random from like 2015 when the King of Random himself was still on the channel, and then Ralph's big suggestion of a guy named Vogman, which is vegetable oil guy, Vog. So Vogman's videos, and he was working with the King of Randoms thing and then upgraded it to fire using vegetable oil. But we looked up vegetable oil. Yeah, it's actually pretty cheap. You can get used vegetable oil for $200 for a metric ton of it.
Ew.
Yeah, where am I going to store that? And that's going to go rancid before I use it. So we found another guy that did this with some other brass parts that go back here. So it's propane. And just going off of a barbecue propane tank, it goes into this open here. So we'll have to drill out the back and tap it to put in a small nozzle. So it's a tiny, less than a millimeter. It's a 0.8 millimeter nozzle. It's actually something from welding, but it's a small, can handle the heat nozzle. And by setting it in this T, and at the center of this T, it'll suck air in from the sides when it's, because of the pressure of the propane coming out, and this is about the right length to get a really good healthy flame coming out the end of it. And so this you can set into the side of your smelting pot that you've built, which is made from refractory cement, and then yeah, that'll produce, and that cement's rated for like 2,000 degrees. And this
I've watched people build these things out of mud, and melt rocks or
pretty much
rusty rocks. Going, oh, let me.
Yeah, the King of Randoms just did briquettes, which, okay, that was, this is great, that looks accessible, but then briquettes are, a usable thing.
Ralph Mork says, no problem.
Yeah,
he also
thank you.
says, I'll be upgrading my furnace from charcoal to propane soon.
Sweet! We're doing it too, Ralph! The refractory cement here in California, if we wanted to get basically 2 gallons of refractory cement, it was going to cost us like $80.
Okay.
Right? Don't know if that's enough to fill what we're looking at building for a furnace, because we end up getting a 10-gallon steel, lightweight steel, but it only needs to support the cement. Trash can, right? So it has a lid. It's basically a big metal bucket. But then we can put a 5-gallon plastic bucket inside of it as the mold for the hollow. So then all we have to do is you fill the bottom, let it set up, put the bucket in with a bunch of weight in it, and you fill up the walls, right? Mm-hmm. It's a little more complicated than that.
And
but
if
really
you need
all
a
it
hole,
is.
You can fill that in with foam.
Yeah, you put a pipe in where the hole has to go on the bottom for putting the.
Or you put a little piece of foam and then dig it out after.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've
seen people make these things, so
Yeah. And then you do the same thing to the lid, but we don't know if 2 gallons of the refractory cement at $80 is going to be enough to do that much volume. So Chakram looked up the recipe for it, and it's literally 1 part Portland cement, 1 part lime, 1 part fire clay or fire brick clay or something like fire clay, I think it's called, and 3 parts sand.
Yeah.
To get all the materials to do that with 50-pound bags each was less than $40.
Yeah, you just have to actually do the math and
yes, you have to do the math, and So for like $40, we have enough that we can do our smelting thing and probably build a pizza oven.
I'm pro pizza oven.
Yeah. So anyway, and then the other thing I saw that I'm really curious about was there was an adhesive that Home Depot sells. I can't remember what it's called, but it is an adhesive for fireplaces, and it's for repairing your pot-bellied stoves. And it is, here's the thing, it is a heat-activated adhesive, right? So it doesn't dry.
So does it get stronger with more heat?
Yeah, I think the heat sets it up to make it stronger. And then it is resistant up to 2,000 degrees, which is what the refractory cement is for. So what I want to know is, through a small process, would it be possible to use this adhesive to make a mold in order to then pour molten aluminum into the mold to reproduce something without using red clay every time? Or not red sand every time. Sorry. Kind of a weird thought, but it's like, how can I get more detailed parts, without going through the red sand process for each part? And so it's like, I don't know. And so I'm saying 2,000 degrees. Aluminum melts. The highest aluminum will melt is like 1,200 degrees. I think it's more like 800. So
Monkey's
it's well
Cosplay
within
says,
the temperature range. What's that?
Says another project for Odin Makes.
Another project for Odin Makes, exactly. So these are things that we're talking about wanting to do. And since Odin Makes wasn't specifically done for a cosplay channel, it just kind of became that way. We need to shoot all this, and so we have projects actively in the works that need to get shot, that can get turned into a bit more of a random project, but ultimately it's for the goal of cosplay, right? And not that I'm trying to tell anyone who lives in an apartment, you need to make a forge. No, you don't. But
maker spaces are great.
Yeah, and it's nice having the space to be able to do it, and it's nice having someone who's excited about doing it, and so want to. And just melting cans and aluminum foil from leftover from food and stuff like that. Just the dumbest of scraps. 1,220 Fahrenheit. Aluminum melts at.
Aluminum versus aluminium.
Oh, aluminum melts at 12 Fahrenheit. Oh, C. Gotcha. Thank you, Ralph. Now I'm reading it right. So I got my numbers mixed up. So it is 1,200. It's not 600. It's 600 C. My world is Fahrenheit. So thank you, Ralph. So it's just 1,200, but that's still less than 2,000, which is what the stuff is rated for. So I can use that for a dumb open face mold, right?
Yeah, you have to at least give it a try, and if anything, it should be a great fail video.
Exactly.
And it's okay to show people that it doesn't work, because don't try this at home.
Yeah, exactly. So no. Which one did you think you broke?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe this one.
Okay. I think it was that one. So you closed it and set it aside.
Yeah, but it just doesn't seem as secure in this thing.
Okay.
But maybe it was just me messing with it too many times. Oh, it looks fine.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I might have broken it, but...
There's plenty, so I don't care.
But that's the one.
Okay. Yeah, it's not grabbing as well as I think it should.
Right?
Okay. Whatever. Something.
I think the ball bearings inside of it shifted, and now it's not grabbing the same. But that's because I was goofing off with those. It was fun though.
So there's that, So there's leather making. There's forging videos. I've got 2 different foam projects I've been looking at doing. One of them, I've been spending way too much time playing a video game that I know you know. Maybe not as well as I thought.
Legend of Zelda?
Yeah. So you're remembering it.
Yeah, but it just looks like a little poop.
Well, that's exactly what it is. This is a Korok seed. Which means...
Is there poops? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
ha! And so one of the things we were doing at Stockton Con was literally that, and we would then give out the little Korok poops to anyone who realized what this was sitting on the table.
Well, shit.
Yep, exactly. Because I've been spending time playing and then really enjoying working through Breath of the Wild for a second time now. Looking at doing the Dragonbone reinforced Baku Goblin shield because it's an interesting organic shape with spikes, and which is cool because it being an organic shape is not something to use a laser with. So I'm like, all right.
Forcing you to do it by hand.
Yeah.
No, makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? I always go back to those days when we had to do the Legend of Zelda for Smosh.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
To go to that section and make sure we have all the costumes. Like, what was that Dingle character or whatever his name was?
Oh, Tingle or Beetle. Yeah.
Whichever one, but Anthony had a very specific costume, and then Ian's like...
Well, if it's the halter top guy, that's...
The red.
Well, it might depend on which game it is.
Yeah, it's the oldest game.
Okay.
But he had all red, and I think he had like these ears.
Oh, that sounds like Tingle. Okay.
Yeah, Tingle.
Well, Beetle did too. Whatever. I don't know.
But like in my head, I'm like, okay, where are these costumes? Do I have all my props?
Right.
Going down
Gotta
the
do
list.
all these things, and I'm running around to nurseries trying to find a pot that looks like a Zelda pot, so we can set that up and they can break it.
And I have to have multiple breaks.
I had to have multiple breaks. Exactly. I had to paint them.
And then we had to get the pot shop with all the smoke coming out of it.
Yep.
That one was hilarious. Did we end up using film?
I think we did, yeah, for some of that. But yeah, because they had a metal replica Master Sword that he was able to just literally break the pots with.
Yeah, I ended up with that sword.
Okay, good.
And the shield.
Good.
Because those were cool. And
yeah.
I like swords and shields, so I took all the swords that they'd let me.
Good. I'm glad you still have those. That's awesome.
Because they were in the get rid of pile, and I was like...
Yep.
Do I use them? No, not as often as I should. But you know what? I should use them to cut things more.
Yeah, you should make... This is how Felicia breaks, and you just start smashing pots in the backyard.
I was just thinking cutting, like...
Oh, there you are. Yeah, just cutting your toast. Yeah, there you are.
Spreading the butter. Do you need a sword to spread the butter? No, but aren't you jealous? I use it every day, therefore it is...
Yeah.
See, I do needs it.
needs it. She needs it.
Justifying all the space the cosplay takes up in my closet.
Right. Yeah, I need to work on that too here at the house. But anyway.
Cosplay storage. Now that could be its own channel.
I'm not an authority on that. I'm good at hoarding. I'm bad at storing.
I worked at a costume shop, and I moved it from one location to another.
You're much better at storing or organizing a costume shop.
It's a lot. It can get really chaotic and out of hand so fast and so easy. But at the same time, you can never have enough.
No.
It doesn't matter. Whole costume shop, and there was still more you could have. And do you have this? No.
Yeah, and then it gets to a point, especially with me, where we're literally shooting in a pile right now. Where's this thing? I know I got one. Well, it's going to be faster and cheaper to go buy another one.
Yep. Don't want to be there anymore.
No.
Yeah. Cosplay and cosplay storage.
Yeah. Crafting and craft storage.
Yes.
Are the yin and yang of the same thing.
I definitely appreciate rentals, costume rentals, because then you don't have to store it. You use it, you wear it, you love it, you give it back. You don't even bother cleaning it, Like, it doesn't have all the pressure of owning.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah, but do they have what you want, and is it exact, and blah, 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 blah.
And no, they didn't.
Never do.
Yeah. I need a stormtrooper. Well, here, this will look like a stormtrooper. This looks nothing like a stormtrooper. I need a stormtrooper for a Star Wars shoot, not... Well, that belt's white.
Yeah.
One of the few. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
I know
I'm
you
laughing.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Totally fine. It was just the way that one worked out. So anyway, that was all answered the questions. Will I be doing any more videos? Eventually. I've got projects I want to work on,
Right. Sometimes just getting out of the funk is moving again, and then slowly recording the movements.
Exactly.
But don't get, I have to record this, stop you from making.
Because it does.
It does, because I can't be working on this because I might as well be filming this, and I'm wasting my working.
Yeah, I want to build this just to entertain myself and be happy. Oh, but I should be filming it, and now it's not entertaining and happy anymore. Yeah, that happens. No, there's a simple thing that I've done a few times now that I would actually like to do as a video, just to do it, and it isn't from anything. And then, you know, I could have like spun it as from something, but I think I'm going to go back to I'm just going to do it to do it. And so anyway, yeah. No, I'm not saying what it is intentionally.
For the pure love of crafting.
For the pure love of crafting, and for the fact that, well, in January I said I'd put out new videos. In April I put out a video. Well, guess what? August is coming up, and that's a quantity of 4. So I guess I owe you guys another video.
Eventually.
Thank you, Dan. Really appreciate the button.
Right.
Okay.
We are still...
We are, well, at this point, distracted with the people, which is honestly why we're here.
we have not caught up on comments yet. But...
And we never will, especially
our
the
main
leaderboard.
goal, right?
So let me set one of these aside, because our main goal is...
to attach these to the Alice pack. And if not today, get it set up so we can do it next time. Whatever that is. Lewis Coffee. Life is expensive. You can repeat that again, that's for sure.
Yeah, Lewis just ran into some problems, too. You know, those unexpected bills that hurt. Yeah, anyway. So which was the one... I put it way over there.
Yeah, the one that I don't like.
Yeah, the one we don't like.
The bag?
Yeah, we
Felicia
should.
broke this one. Here.
Yeah, put a big old question mark on it or something. Okay.
This one's questionable.
Looks questionable to me.
Sure, this water's sanitary. Looks questionable to me.
I'm trying to remember now. Is this centered? Hey, here's a great question, Lewis, and anybody else. The Alice Pack frame, because we've got, you know, a legit...
It's not poking out on either side. So if it can be so that you don't see it either side, left or
this
right.
way? Yeah, that's right. But I'm trying to remember how
low.
low does the pack ride on the
You
back?
had a picture on your phone that showed you.
Yeah, I guess I
showed that
do.
top one.
I was trying to include the people, be lazy.
Oh. I'm like, I just saw that, but I don't know what it was.
Here, let me dangerously balance this. Yeah, that's just a bad plan.
They're starting to look right.
Yeah, actually.
Add Vixens to 150 XP, by the way. They're number 3.
So we did have a goal of trying to get these presentable for SacAnime, and I think we're still on track for doing that.
We got to get them on these things.
Yeah, and then once these are on these things, we could probably throw the wands on fairly quickly. I think we could do that, but yeah, we definitely need to get a move on for doing it. It's the kick in the pants time. Okay, here's a side picture where the bottom of the Alice pack is about in line with the hot and cold wires here on the side. So there we go.
Okay, well let's hold it up.
There's our goal.
Reference images. That to that, and that goes on that side. So right.
So it's on the wrong side. It's over here.
And
so
then
it's
this
about
thing's up here and sticking right at the back of the neck.
Okay.
To keep this thing from bonking the head.
Okay.
So, should we draw and mark it?
Sure.
How do we do that? I don't know. Do you have any chalk? Or do you want to just use a pencil? Silver. That works. I like it. And down. So you have the corner.
So about there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where are we going to put these rivets?
I'm still seriously thinking about going and getting more of those cable adapter things. You just have to get the smaller ones and put one here and here to attach to the motherboards on the sides here and here. And then if we do...
Want anything here?
Yeah, and that one we could probably do today because we just drill... Because they did it in the slot.
But we don't have those lining up.
No, because I put this giant frickin'...
Well, do you want to attach them to that giant frickin' thing?
No, I don't want to attach it to this because this...
then that needs to be more secure.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's going to be secure enough.
Let you finish your
No, you're doing fine.
But I'm thinking ahead.
You're doing fine. But I think I'd rather have this to the outside rim, and that is something we could pretty much do today.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Should we mark where that should be?
Yeah, we should. And I'm afraid to lay this down on its face.
Okay.
Can we?
Yeah.
We probably kind of can.
Here, do you want a foam piece to put it on? Look, you have one of these.
Okay, that sounds great.
Look at what is this for? I don't know. But we're using it.
We were using that as edge for buffers.
That's buffering.
So.
Bryce New gives us a seal of approval saying, yes, this looks about right placement for the Alice frame.
Oh, thank you, Bryce.
And Louis Costi says, Dan, yeah, but I'm dying. They can't harass you, only defile your corpse. I don't know what that's in context to, but apparently that's
absolutely true.
Cosplay Shed says, I'm finishing up current projects and moving to the preliminaries on the new ones. Got to stay busy. That is the worst, the hangover after finishing a project, because you don't want to start over from square one.
Right.
But you have the sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, or the thing I love is like basically kind of the rush of getting a project done, and then starting over, that rush isn't there. Yeah, that's rough.
But the thing is sometimes you finish a project and then all of a sudden you want to do like a million more harder versions of it.
Right. Oh, I could do this. So one of the things for me, and I don't know how much that works for everyone else, a project becomes interesting and catches my attention if there's a thing in it that I need to figure out. If there's some part of it that I haven't done before, or I think it'd be really cool as a way of doing it, then the entire project becomes exciting to do, usually up until I solve that point, and then the rest of it's work.
Right?
But if I don't have that, then from the very beginning, that project's work.
Right? The things that motivate us.
Yeah.
Bryce New says, if this makes sense, the top of the Alice frame should sit right across your shoulder blades, and if you look up, your head rests on the top of the pack. Yeah, that's what I was telling you, that this is hitting your head in about the right spot, especially with this foam.
Just going off the Ghostbusters 2 Murray pack images, it seems like the bottom of the pack frame lines up more or less visually with the top of the hot and cold wires. So that's
our reference.
That's where I'm just putting it. But knowing where to hike the pack on our back with the straps, so this hits, that sounds
really annoying, but about right.
Yeah, good to
and
know.
No wonder what's his face never wanted to wear his pack.
Oh yeah, Murray hated it.
I bet.
You know, there's literally an article on it in here.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I was actually waiting for the full thing to come about. When I was looking, I changed browsers on my phone. I was trying to look up the Murray pack picture references again on the Ghostbusters fans.com. Apparently, the Los Angeles Ghostbusters put out a new video that people are really liking, and there it is, which is all about the uniforms. And I didn't hit cut. Sorry.
Do you want me to push cut?
There we are. Yeah, you can. But
you got it.
So they're doing a Ghostbusters 101 uniforms. This just got posted on the LA Ghostbusters YouTube channel like 3 days ago.
So do we have to go watch it and then see if we can get ours up to par?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. From what I've heard, it's really well done with good shooting, good technical on the video end, and has decent information. I don't know. It's a 101, so probably stuff that I need to learn, but it doesn't mean that that is the only source. It was just something I just saw and I thought was pretty cool, and so I kind of wanted to share it once this thing was public and there was more people watching.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because that's cool.
No, I appreciate good references. Hey, we got this whole initial start from Lost Wax Oz, so
right.
Thank you for all that preliminary work and
and then other major help from
viewers
Lewis
like you.
and Bryce. So another pair of huge helps. I'm thinking what I didn't want to do with this was I'm going to change subject again. I'm looking at the pack and the project. One thing I never wanted to do was drill holes in the 1/2-inch tube, right? That frightens me for weakening the tube too much. I don't want to introduce a failure point. I don't mind drilling through this
solid flat.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. So I could see putting one right here in the center, or just off center.
Yeah. Also, if you wanted,
I could do over here too. Okay.
Because then you could do it here and here, and then they're fairly even on either side.
Is there enough over here?
It looks like because this is all wood. There's a ghost.
The wind caught up with us.
His name is Chips.
Sure. So this one, maybe. I'm concerned about how thin this is on the wood, but this is good, this is good, this is good, and this is good, and that would give us 4 places.
Four connection points.
Yeah,
that
4 connection
points. A little far
points.
away. I know we can bend it, but
yeah,
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't know how much we can adjust these up and down, but if we can go here, I'm okay with that. So maybe we can avoid the other thing I was goofing. Yeah, I was stressing on. Yeah, so...
Louis Cossi says, make the clamps, don't drill! Don't drill! The
okay.
Cosplay says, yeah, we got a bunch of people saying don't drill.
Don't drill, make the clamps. Okay, well, you guys got our attention.
Do we have reasons why? Because we have these really cool poppy things.
Yeah, but we can still use the poppy things if we're making some clamps that don't drill. So, okay, don't drill into...
If we put them right over here, is this where we would do if we didn't drill?
I don't know.
Or slightly down.
Don't drill.
I'll be right back.
That's fine. Do you have any Ryobi tools for your to test out? No, DJ Stumpy, I don't have any new Ryobi tools at the moment. I haven't talked to Ryobi or gotten anything new from them in about a year. Yeah, they sent me some of the storage stuff that goes on the wall again. It's the last thing they sent. But I still, because now that I'm caught up in the Ryobi battery ecosystem, I walk past that stuff every time I go into Home Depot. And in fact, the newest pack-out kit that I saw, because I still have a love-hate relationship with the Ryobi pack-out kits. That's the storage cases that you put stuff in, right? Love-hate because they're pretty cool. There are things about it that don't work. Like they're only tubs that flip open on the table. You can't, they're designed to hang on the wall as a way of storing them with the Ryobi storing stuff. But if you open them up, all your stuff's going to dump out on your feet. And then they made drawer systems that look pretty cool that still don't really hang on the wall. But now at least, instead of having to unpack everything in your... I'm looking at them. They're right to the side of the camera here. Instead of having to unpack every pack-out kit in your pack-out kit stack in order to get to the thing at the bottom, you can actually get some stuff that have drawers to come out, which is kind of cool. And I bought a couple of those. What I just saw that was a new pack-out kit thing that they've got that I'm really questioning on how useful is that, because how much wasted airspace is in the kit in order to accommodate a rack that has little boxes that slide out. So you get those blow molded boxes that like your rotary tool goes in or things go in, right? So it's a little box with a latch in the front. It's just like the drawer system, but it's got 3 of these little boxes that can come out and then move with you. Which, okay, great idea. And I didn't get a really close look at it because it was all, sealed up when I was at Home Depot. But it looks like there is a ton of wasted space, volume space, in order to make the plastic portions of this pack-out kit work. So it's like, okay, this is a really cool version 1, but you guys need to refine this and increase the size of the little boxes I pull out for these other things, so I'm not packing around, a cubic foot and a half of air to have these boxes that I could just throw in the bed of my truck and they'll take up less space. But anyway, that's just, The other thing that I have a love-hate with the pack-out kits, I was excited to get those pack-outs because of how many cool stickers I get from cosplayers when I go to cons. Constantly. I got some more recently at Stockton Con from a guy that does Solid Snake and a really good Doom guy. And I appreciate getting the stickers and they're fun, but I end up with an envelope full of stickers because I don't really have a place to put them all that feels right to me. And the pack-out kits, which go to Cosplay Repair, became this great place for you to put stickers. Except the plastic they're made out of is constantly outgassing, which means the stickers peel off. They don't stick to the plastic. It's that type of plastic. It's that really good, you're going to keep ugly materials and oil and crap from sticking to the plastic because nothing sticks to this plastic, which means stickers don't stick to the plastic. So, damn it! Anyway, there's that. Don't drill. Fine, we're not drilling. Lewis, don't drill. Bernie Davis will do tools both sides of the center point of the frame. Yeah, I think the last guy that used these pop things drilled holes on this portion. I absolutely don't want to drill holes here because that just sounds like ruination. And then because of the big question mark cutout that I made on the back of the pack, the factory pill slots for attaching, are hitting the hollow, so I'd have to drill a hole on the sides. So I was looking at drilling a hole here, 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 and here. But everyone's screaming at me to not, which is fine. So if I don't, what am I going to do? Okay, Lewis says, to clarify, don't drill through bars. They tend to break. They're a cheap aluminum. Using brackets is better. Fine. Bryce is agreeing with Bernie, and Bernie is saying, I drilled 2 holes on both sides of the center point on the frame. Bryce is agreeing with that. Just do what's easiest for me. Thank you, Steve. The bars have broken. Okay. We will avoid drilling holes because everyone is saying that the aluminum bars all have a tendency to break by introducing weak points. So back to, yeah, let's follow experience. Let's trust experts with their experience. That's the whole point. That's why you have people around you. Yep. You're not just yes men.
Well, that's why I was like, hey, that sounds like experience.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I feel like there's been mistakes made.
Right. So, in order to get around that, all we got to do, I don't really want to make them out of wood, but...
Make what out of wood?
Brackets. Probably get some mild steel, because aluminum, if you bend aluminum too far, it just cracks.
Oh, yeah.
But if we get some mild steel, can probably do, a couple of hook things that can just go around these, and that'll hold it on. And we'll still be able to use the funky, clicky things. That's my Achilles heel of this project. But unfortunately, that
What's
means...
Achilles heel?
The Achilles heel, Greek myth, where he was impervious except for his Achilles tendon, and that's what...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's asking why would this be the Achilles heel?
Oh, my desire to use these.
Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
That's the Achilles heel.
Okay.
So I need to go get some metal bars, and
Bryce New says, Odin, what are you using for the motherboard? You would attach the
wood.
Alice frame to the motherboard.
It's the motherboard's just some laser cut wood that I also cut a bunch of holes into.
Yeah, with the intention of using those to attach this, but none of them line up. Not
Right.
a single one.
So the motherboard's just this wood, and then we put the holes in order to get electronics in, but then that caused... Yeah. So you can see I made some Sharpie marks. You can almost see the Sharpie marks. I got some here, I got some here, and that was showing me where the cross members of this goes on this one. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the pack itself isn't supposed to be touching the motherboard. It's supposed to be floating like an inch off.
Yeah, it has like spacers.
Which these, hood pop things just automatically gave us.
Louis Cossey says there are 3D print for brackets that will give you an idea of how to design them. I'll try and send you image.
I'd appreciate that. And I need to get the forge going because I'll just make those out of aluminum. 3D print's fine. Actually, recently, Shock Gremlin and I did a project for their day job where we 3D printed some specialized funnels from nylon. And it had to be nylon because all the other filaments that we had, PLA, ABS, PETG, all those react with kerosene. So this funnel was to pour kerosene. I actually talked about it in a live stream. We joked about it being neurotoxin, but what's going into that thing was kerosene, and that'll melt all those other things, all those other. But nylon doesn't. Nylon is so.
It was invented as an option other than acetate, because acetate dissolves in
everything.
In everything, where nylon it dissolves in sunshine, I believe.
Okay.
Polyester is sunshine resistant, but it's not necessarily kerosene resistant.
Okay.
Just interesting things about
I don't know if we can get a polyester filament. We do from ABS too.
I wonder if you could get a polyester. Like, what is polyester when it's not fabric?
It's plastic, but yeah. I don't see polyester sheets.
Yeah.
And
I was just thinking of like outdoor furniture. You use polyester thread to stitch it because it's sun resistant, but you use nylon thread when you want it like puncture.
Okay.
And then there's also like starts with an O. Anyways, all the different fiber contents and the reasons you use them versus others. But it's interesting that you could do it in filaments, not just because the way you create synthetic fabrics is pretty much the same thing. It's you go through an extruder, except for you do finer
absolutely
threads versus
versus the fishing line or weed whacker.
Yeah, I was thinking the gloop that you stick together, because when you melt like synthetic fabrics, they turn into piles of gloop.
Yeah.
Which I feel like happens with 3D prints. Anyway.
No, it does.
Just, I like to geek out on fibers. And synthetics are fun.
Yes, Lewis, if you can find that easily, or Bryce, please send me a link for those files. Totally happy to go with the brackets. Yeah. So we talked about how to do it, and the experts, our advisors, said don't drill holes into the frames that are older than us, so we won't.
Okay.
And
so we need brackets.
But we know where this is going, so let's bring the other one out and mark it too.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, man.
So about the same spot, because I'm not terribly...
Bryce News says, I was envisioning your motherboard as a solid piece so you could attach speakers and a light, etc. to the actual motherboard.
Right.
I wonder if we could just do a solid piece that just is a full cover that goes over the top.
We probably could. I get eyebrows raised up at me. Yeah, and we probably could. We could probably
we could glue these to a different piece of a board.
Well, we wouldn't even have
so
to.
So that they would be plugs if we really wanted to have
if
those.
If we cover it with a totally new board, we don't need these at all.
And then it would be more solid.
Yeah, then the motherboard would be more solid for attaching anything anywhere.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I
just got excited about making the panels that aren't even fitting that well, because I think they're actually...
Because they're painted.
Because they're painted, and then I think there's also an AB panel. All right, then sure, I can cut up a couple more motherboards and do the same thing like this, where this is actually 2 layers of 1/8" plywood. We'll end up with a 1/2" thick motherboard, but it's still not going to weigh much. And yeah, we can just...
It would give us a more solid foundation.
We can just bolt the motherboards to each other, and yeah, we'd have a foundation that can attach this anywhere.
Yeah.
And I can still put speaker holes in it, because I know where that's at.
Yeah.
Okay. Then next time we got the laser death machine set up outside, we'll cut more motherboards. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a plan on how we're going to attach this now?
Yeah, and then we'll 3D print some brackets from either nylon or ABS, and we'll just do the 3D printed ones. I won't go through the forging process
says,
first.
Felicia, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
I was picking up what you're putting down.
There you go. Yeah, we'll just bolt them together, whatever. I mean, I literally just got some black Chicago screws we could use to put the 2 pieces together.
He's saying, Odin, just trace your pack and that would make the shape of your motherboard. But you already have it on the computer to just print out and cut with the laser, so it will exactly match up.
You are right, but yeah, I do have the vector file.
There's a million ways to do anything.
And yeah, I'll just, since I got to cut 4 of them and I want to put speaker hole in it, yeah, I'll just, yeah. I want to play with my laser toys, damn it.
But then you could attach it anywhere.
Yeah.
And then anywhere.
And all these pieces can just piss off.
You don't need to worry about them.
No, because they'll get covered up anyway.
Are you feeling really excited? Have these been such a pain in the ass that you're excited that they're...
A little bit. They haven't quite been that much, but I mean, just putting it on right now, I can see that, yeah, this has been kind of a problem. So, yeah, no, yeah, it's fine. I don't miss them.
They can feed them.
They're not even gone yet, and I don't miss them. Okay, so yeah. And then that means we don't need to mark this one because putting marks on it's pointless. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. You know what I love is when we ask people about what we should do and everyone says, wait. You know what I'm really good at? Putting shit off and waiting. Captain Procrastination reporting in. Well, actually, I'll be there in a few minutes.
Eventually. That's why I like Amanda Bynes' character, the procrastinator. She'll get to it eventually. Yes. Bryce News says, sorry, I hope I'm not being a pain, LOL.
No, not at all.
I love messing up with his plans, especially when he has an idea of exactly what he's going to do, and I go, wait, what about this? And then he goes, you're right.
Yeah. No, I'm not upset at all, guys. The fact that you've seen them break is why I was afraid of drilling through the tube. So no, I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. I really don't. I'd really rather have it be
too legit to quit than.
Yeah, I'd rather have more success than regrets.
Yeah.
So, totally cool.
Overwhelming consensus is do not drill the Alice packs. We are not drilling the Alice packs. We are making a whole nother motherboard.
Yep, we're going to make whole new sets of motherboards.
Have 2 motherboards per pack.
And then we only have to worry about attaching this to the motherboard. It goes on top of that. Sounds great. We can attach it the way it wants to attach.
We can even put it on a hinge so it opens up like a book.
We could.
To access the innards like it's a door. Am I being too much?
No, you're making me think. It's like,
right?
do I want to do that?
Pop it up this way, open it up that way. Completely. Well, we are sticking a speaker in it.
There is the one long side that goes down that we could put a piano hinge on. We could do that. I'm gonna bet it's gonna be easier if they're separate.
Totally.
If you're gonna dink with it and want to tinker with your Proton Pack, if the parts are just separate, it's gonna be easier than this fucking thing hit me in the fingers again.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking when you turn on the little speaker, throw it inside and close it.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I want to be able to do.
Right.
Bryce New says the hinge isn't half a bad idea, so I love messing with ideas. When you think you know what you're doing, let's mess it up and try it again.
Okay. So what we need to do is make a Proton Pack that's got a hinge on it that has a cooling unit inside, so when you open it up, you can take a cold beer out of it.
Yeah, it's not impossible. We could insulate one of those holes. Can do it to a golf bag. I'm sure we could do it to Proton Pack. I'm just saying. Steve V. So what's the plan for the next hour, huh?
Huh? Yeah, now that we delayed everything for you.
We completely changed our plans. Well, we could get the foam on the back of the Alice pack, where the head goes.
Yeah.
We could also fix the little gold spot on.
We could go, one of the things that, we could fix the gold spot. One of the things we talked about to begin with was just some rub and buff on it. So that's probably a good plan. That's probably better than me just sharing pictures from SacAnime, which is what I was going to do. Because there is one thing. So I was at SacAnime. Was that just last week?
Yeah.
Was that 2 weeks ago? That was just last week, huh?
Yeah, I think it was just last week.
Yeah, just a week ago. Still won't. No, I'm going to roll underneath the mouse. That was my issue with that pen. Anyway, one of the guys that we saw there that I thought was really cool, and this was literally his first cosplay, he made himself a leather Mando. So all of his Mandalorian armor is leather, and it's all, hand done and sewn together in pieces, and he did the helmet first, and it was his first leather project.
Nice.
And what I thought was really cool about it isn't just that it's leather. Oh, I didn't get the other one in here. It's his it's full body. He's head to toe. He doesn't have the backpack, but he's completely a leather Mando, and it's just really cool. And then the 501st came by at one point and was messing around with Mechagodzilla, and so that was a lot of fun, right? So here's just another Mando that was, she's playing with, or they're playing with Mechagodzilla. This is the booth that we had set up at SacAnime. And while they were there, I got a fun, quick, candid photo of Vader, which I actually really liked. It's one of those, he's just right here, and it's kind of, just off to my left, really quick, click, and got this picture of Vader. It's like, I really like that picture.
That's a good one.
And the really fun thing now with the new Superman movie out is the number of cosplaying service animals that come into. Yeah, that was cool. There were a lot of cryptos walking around SacAnime, which is just really, really cool. So, yeah, much fun, much appreciated. Anyway, that's all. That was just, very much enjoyed.
Had some fun. Got to see all the cool cosplays. I feel like that's the place to wear your cosplay. All that work, you gotta show it off.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's for. You wear it to a freaking con.
Exactly. Yeah. That or go grocery shopping in it. Put in enough time and effort.
I've done that too. We wore our when everyone had to wear COVID masks. We made I wore the Bane mask, and Joe wore a Gundam mask, and we went to Costco.
Which was the fun part of it. You gotta make some fun where you can. So Bryce New says, "Damn it, Felicia! Now you have me thinking about reworking my pack." LOL. People are very impressed with that leather cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, nice, amazing, and I bet it's hot.
It might be, but I think he was saying it wasn't nearly as hot as his 3D printed one.
Oh yeah, because leather breathes.
Yeah.
And plastic creates a barrier that traps the heat. So plastic and leather, and plastic is going to be less breathable than leather. Leather is probably going to be your most breathable option over foam, etc., because it's a skin.
Yeah.
And it lets the airs flow. It's a membrane that lets things flow back and forth. It absorbs the sweat and also allows air in. Where foam it's a heat trap.
Foam
it's
is
lovely.
Foam is an insulator.
It is.
which is a heat trap. But yeah.
Yeah, it'll trap your heat, but you can also hide in ice packs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that spot the most out of all the spots. That was the biggest difference. I do like playing the I Spy. What's the difference between this pack and that pack? And I like that ours is not that bad or far off.
Yes, agreed. I was very happy that, this actually is looking like a respectable pack.
It's too legit to quit. Ralph Mork, if I was ever to make a Mando suit, it would be cast aluminum.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I got to see one of my coworkers made one of those. He 3D printed his, and he also got some, he did the little jetpacks on the back.
Oh, that's cool.
Out of smoke and LEDs, which I thought was really fun way to go about having jetpacks.
Yeah.
That look like they're going off. Yes, well, greetings, Daniel Knight.
Sorry, I'm going to start doing artsy things, which means, my ability to speak is going to become restricted.
Right.
I don't know if you want to finger paint or not.
I could, but I'm just letting you because I feel like... Okay, so this is my theory, and it's not an out-of-the-pocket theory. You have one person spackle a room. Like, when you are making mistakes, the same person's going to make the same mistakes over and over again, and it becomes a pattern. And you can tell when somebody else has taken over these.
Because you see a different type of mistake.
Exactly. And so, in my head, it's just like you have one person doing the randomness, if that makes sense. When you need it to be random.
Okay.
It's the same patterns over and over again. Not that I couldn't. I'm just saying that that's in the back of my head. Yeah.
Get it. Actually, totally get it.
Advixen says, your blue gloves remind me Firefly is getting Funko Pops. I feel like they do Funko Pops of everything. But how that reminds them of that.
Don't know Firefly well enough, but yeah, that's a leap that I'm not following. Unless it's, there was a doctor character. Is he getting
to number 2?
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I'm just like, hey, the leaderboard is changing. Bryce New, I'm still blown away. These are made of foam. Ghostbusters cosplayer. I'm so impressed of how real these look. Right? No,
Thank you. That's the point. That's the fun of it. Now,
I always like to go up to people's pack and go, what is this made out of? Because you cannot see from across the room what it's made out of, whether it's wood or foam or metal. You know what I mean? It's not till you, start poking at elements and you're like, oh, this is, you can knock on that, or...
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Dan Does Junk says, I get that, Felicia. When I enter job sites that have had different people doing the job, I'm getting familiar with who's been on the site due to what I am seeing.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird, but it's one thing I have picked up. You just have the same person doing the repeated mistake patterns. You know what I mean?
I'm not going too heavy either. I guess I am a little bit on some things, but I'm trying to not be Star Wars heavy on this.
Yeah, because it was very light, except for this part was extreme.
Yeah, which makes sense. That was in the front.
Yeah. I love how you just putting these little boop, boop, boops makes it look very metallic. Let's see. Can you put one of these on camera 3? Where's camera 3?
It's over here.
So here, let me. Okay, you added little bits to these. Is that out of focus?
That's probably out of focus.
You can keep going. I can move this. It's even more out of focus. No, we're in focus. There. Oh, nope, we lost it.
My eyes are out of focus, so I can't see it. How's that?
Now we're no longer on the...
Focus assist?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, but we
No,
are
it's
not
out of
focused.
focus. Because you moved it closer. It's okay.
I'm sorry, but
It's
it wasn't
all right.
it was out of focus still before.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, they can't see it because
I know. They're
there
just
you
watching
go.
us focus
You're
it.
good.
Okay.
All right, that's camera 3.
Yep. Sorry.
You did it and undid it. It's okay.
I'm used to doing it twice. You have to do it once to wake the camera up and then
All
a
right.
second time.
So, close-up image of you just adding the ever so slightly.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a little bit on my finger. You know, my glove finger. I've got gloves on because I hate washing washing this crap off my hands.
But just giving those little flecks of it's been peeled off and this is metal showing. I think it does it
Yeah.
really.
And then I hate it when I do that because that's something that's going to be really hard to get rid of.
It's just off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a potentially use a cotton swab Q-tip as well. You can maybe get in and do a little better. I'm doing a little more because this is what's on camera now.
Yeah. But it's just those little edges and all of a sudden it's metal and not foam. Little details. Advixen says, Bryce, you're getting closer to just making another pack. Bernie Davis said, sorry, I'm getting in the middle of a conversation.
No, it's okay.
Bryce New says, the details are the fun part.
Yeah?
And Marlon Estrella says, I really wish Odin would make a Galactus
Right, a Galactus would be cool.
helmet.
Yeah, that didn't work at all.
Yes. Daniel Knight sounds like he's putting together cool cosplay. He's going to use the Zuko scar to act as Shoto Torodoki. Sorry, I can butcher anyway. Name for my face. I plan to combine that, the Deku, and the Banku mask and the Banku wig together for my head. Are we? You switched it.
I switched it back to us. Yeah.
Okay, because I got distracted.
It's okay. Yeah, it was fun. It's like, oh, I wonder if she's switching to or she's going to put it back.
No, yeah, I forgot.
It's okay.
I want to see Odin walking around with it. Ha ha.
I want to.
Well, that's the plan. Get it up by SacAnime.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get a full suit up by SacAnime, but
You have
I'd
three
like
to choose from.
I do have 3 to choose from. I just don't have all the other accoutrements to go along with it.
Accoutrement.
But it becomes this, everybody likes to go to the show. Every show I go to, it's always the same question, and I can appreciate it, which is, hey, what you doing? What's new? And and now it becomes this. Well, for the past few years, been working on this on the live streams, and now it's actually up and happening.
Right?
Yeah.
We're like to the end.
Yeah, kinda.
We're getting there.
It's yeah. The electronics are in. We're close to having what we
Tubes
need
and
for
stickers are attached.
tubes and stickers are attached. There's that giant danger sticker that goes on the motherboard. They'll be easy to put on by putting on a whole new flat motherboard.
Oh yeah, because now you don't have to cut it out.
Yeah, no have to cut it out. Yeah.
Saves a lot of our problems, actually.
Yes, it does.
So I am all for this second motherboard sandwich situation.
Yes.
And however they attach with it, it's not.
Whether it's a hinge or
clicks or pops or.
Well, the motherboards I think will just fit together with basically screws.
There you go.
Something nice and
solid and attachable.
Yeah, solid, attachable, and what's the word I'm looking for? Reliable. That's totally the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, all those little things that you're doing, nobody's gonna see or notice. That's the thing about when you do your job really well, nobody will notice.
Yeah.
But it's those little details that make it more and more legit and realistic. It looks like metal because you see the metal popping out, but it's just foam, and that is
just foam
rubber
with
and buff
PVC
on top.
pipe. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it looks like scratches. It looks like the deterioration of the paint. Ralph Moore says, "Oh, and maybe those V-hooks, if you can find them, LOL."
No, no, want to do the V-hooks. You probably weren't here earlier when we were talking about it, Ralph. Holding off on the V-hooks until the Alice pack is on so we can really get it to be
in the right
orientation. I don't want to drill 2 sets of holes to put those on. But they're totally going to go on. We're totally going to retrofit the V-hook on the bottom of the HasLab wand so it'll attach. And yeah, gonna happen.
Yeah. Bryce Muse says the L brackets to attach the Mambo to motherboard. Bernie Davis says, Odin, there's a strip of foam along the top edge of the motherboard to prevent your neck getting cut up.
Okay.
So
is it in addition to the foam that's on the Alice pack? I thought there was just foam on the Alice pack.
Reference image.
Looks like Lewis sent something.
Don't worry, everybody can see your password now. No, they can't because the board's messy. Okay, so we were looking at the foam on the back neck piece.
Yeah.
I see it on this and I see it on that, but I don't see it on... No, I don't see it there.
Yeah, I don't see one on the motherboard from the Ghostbusters 2-pack. I see the foam on the top rail or the top tube of the Alice pack, but I'm not seeing...
Let me go back down. Oops, too fast. Details, details, details. Lots of details in a good way.
Yeah.
See, that piece is really messed up. Oh, look at that. They just went crazy on those. You're being all delicate.
Well, is that or is it a gloss reflection? Oh, maybe they went crazy.
Yeah, looks like they went a little crazy. See, there's the V-hooks.
Yeah, there's the V-hook.
Okay, there's the thing.
That's the top of the motherboard.
It looks like it's all down the edge right there, but I don't see a piece of foam on the motherboard itself.
Would be on the actor side.
On the inside, yeah. Which would be... I will look.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, you only get one. Now you're being greedy.
There's probably more.
Oh, okay.
Not seeing it even when I see the top of the thing. I feel like it might just be you should do it because you'll bang your head out of experience.
Yeah, probably.
Versus
what they did.
Yeah, I wonder if you could just put like a piece of 2mm black foam right there, so it's just a little softer. But do you need it at that point? Oh, look at you going nice and crazy. That's fun.
Well, you said it was on there crazy, so I'm trying to go crazy.
Tight.
It's get a little yeah, nice.
Louis Cossey says, fun fact, the black foam was actually white foam painted black for the movie. Bless you, Felicia.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
We had noticed that, and we had thoughts and concerns from previous experience where that went really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, also someone was saying they just took this silver rub and buff and put that over the orange safety tips on the end of their HasLab wands, which
may work.
Probably work just fine, yeah. And I don't know if you want to finger paint or if you'd rather use Q-tips. Cotton swabs. I've only got the few out here for another project that didn't happen yet.
happened to those?
One's on the...
Oh, there it is, right? It just blends in with the mess.
Yeah, it blends into the rest of the crap. Yeah, I get it.
It's like when you go look for snacks. I swear, it's right in there.
Yeah, there's snacks, really. So it's the orange tip is what everyone's concerned was. Technically, it's a gun, so... And so this piece is the part we need to swap out for the part that Ralph made. But we've got a bolt, so we can make that happen.
I like where they put the little plates of paint.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we've got silver and we've got gold. So
We'll steal a little Q-tip. You smoosh it and you smoosh it. Bryce New says I sprayed my orange tip silver.
yeah.
Oh, this is easy peasy pudding pie.
Good. And the other one may be back in its box.
I think it might be.
And this is that weird kind of paint where a little bit goes a really long way.
Right?
So putting it on thick and heavy is great, and then we need to let it sit out here for a week and not touch it.
Less is more, less is more.
Dennis Moore, Dennis Moore.
Don't want to get it on the lens.
No, don't want to get on the lens. You don't want to interrupt the plasma stream.
Exactly.
Danny Knight says, well, I have this foam piece of pizza that I want to complete. Yes, I want to complete. Absolutely. And the fun thing is bread is edible foam. I've always enjoyed that.
Right? So is cake.
So is cake. Sponge cake is totally edible foam. And yeah, I'm thinking about lunch already too.
Shadowlands Radio saying hello.
Oh, sweet. Hello, Shadowlands Radio.
And we have Fam Sancho Seiko saying hi with a pink hand.
Hello. Fam. Oh, there it is.
Bernie Davis, does Felicia remember how to switch the wand on? No, I do not remember how to switch.
We'll have to do it again, yeah. I don't either, so it's not just a Felicia thing. I don't either. Well, she knows.
You push things until it makes differences. Are you going to get copyrighted for these sounds?
Technically I could, but no, I doubt it.
All the buttons. I have to let this dry a bit because now it's coming off more than it's going on.
Okay.
But we have one of these things. Rock Mork says you might need to drill the holes on the V-hooks a bit bigger though. They are 3 millimeters, not sure.
I was expecting at the drill, so that's and that and the pattern probably won't match up, the whole pattern.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was considering that, but I wasn't stressed.
Daniel Knight says, well, I have this foam piece of pizza that I have, which I want to complete.
And you should. That was the...
I did make a foam pizza for a prop once, out of foam clay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did a foam turkey for Smosh.
Yeah, I remember. I've made edible foam prosthetics for gelatin.
Yeah.
Sharp Shots FX.
Gelatin horror effects was very much something that was done a long time ago.
Bernie Davis says, only copyright if it's the theme song.
Okay. Again, experience.
Aaron Zachary says, Ghost ain't afraid of those ghosts.
Let
me go back. Oh, you have the mouse. I'm stealing it.
Yeah, go ahead. I am heavily distracted now.
It's okay. You're getting more work done, especially if I read these things.
Yeah, which is great because I can pipe up and.
Oh, I like the way that turned out. That turned out really nice.
Yeah, I like it too. Thank you for pointing that out because I wouldn't have done it.
You're very welcome. I love spotting the difference in things. I'm going back in some older comments because I missed so many. I'm seeing who the top people are. Who are we at? Advixen still holding number 1 with 225 XP. We got
go
Bryce
Advixen,
Snoop
go!
With second place at 150 XP. Only second by Steve D in third place, also with 150 XP.
Nice.
Do you think he got number 3 place because
probably
Bryce Snoop was the last one to make a comment?
Or Steve, or whoever. If there's a tie, it's probably whoever got that number first.
Yeah, exactly. Or last, actually. Who claimed it? Who put on the last comment? They get the new.
Maybe.
Because that's what I noticed when we had
Is
the
that
very
what it was?
first.
Okay.
But who knows? In fourth place, we have Ralph Mork with 150 XP also.
Nice.
Looks like the top
Go, Ralph.
6
Yay.
people have 150 XP. Bernie Davis is in our 6th position behind one of our moderators. Yes. Which, do you know that appears this way?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.
That is okay. That is fine.
Do we judge you and rank you? No, but YouTube
No,
does,
but
and it's
YouTube
kind of
is.
fun to see who's...
Right, because we didn't realize that was happening until today.
It's all new. Sharp Shot FX says, one of my teachers worked on heart beeps under the Stan Winston, which was very early for gelatin prosthetics, and said
interesting.
It was a nightmare on set.
Yeah, because it melts, especially at that time frame when all the hot lights. Literally, 4th of July weekend, we're hanging out with some friends, and Heart Beeps comes up. I just talked about this, like 4th of July weekend, and then it popped up on Reddit as a, hey, do you remember this old movie? Becomes Heart Beeps again.
Oh, look at Danda's Junk just stole the number 3 position. Huh.
Oh, good.
And Bernie Davis, holy cow, I'm 7th.
Hey, good on YouTube for having a basically free way of competition leaderboard for people, where all you have to do is make comments and you can be in competition.
I love how you're not even like messing with the spider webs.
Trying not to. I hit some, but no, they're
okay. I appreciate that I'm noticing that you're trying not to hit them because
me too.
They're fun.
They are.
Yes. So Daniel Knight is doing some Ninja Turtles.
That's
Orange
cool.
for Mikey, Michelangelo, purple for Donnie, Donatello, red for Ralph, Raphael, and blue for Leo or Leonardo. I did like the last Ninja Turtle movie that came out. It was
the last animated one?
Yeah.
Cool.
I enjoyed it very much.
I didn't see it. I liked the way that one looked. That one caught my attention. I didn't care for the Michael Bay one before. The art choice in that one just turned me off from even seeing it.
Oh. Well, I like that they felt like teenagers.
Yeah. No, the Nickelodeon cartoon one looked like it'd be great. I haven't seen it, but I'm totally down to see that movie.
Ooh, you got a $4.99 super chat.
What?
From Shadowland Radio.
Oh, wow.
I had to pre-record a week's worth of videos for us while my sister and her kids were in town.
In one day last Friday. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, way to pre-plan.
Right? Look at them getting ahead.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Felicia arrives today. It's like, yeah, I don't know what the hell we're working on, but let's do a live stream. Okay.
There's always something we could be doing, should be doing, ought to be doing.
Hey, lots of progress may happen today, basically.
Hey, we figured out the game plan, which is half the thing.
Yes.
And
figured it out with people who had experience, which is super worth it.
And we realized that we're not half bad on where we're at on the pack. And with all of this, it's too legit to quit. Here, I want to put this one next to it because you can already see major differences.
Okay.
Between the two packs. And I have been playing Spot the Difference on the packs all day today.
Right.
And it's been fun.
Oh, I'm glad it's been fun. It hasn't been a chore.
Well, the thing is, it's like, whose pack's which one? And we haven't really distinguished the difference between them because we've been keeping them the same. Me neither. That's the thing. I'm not personally attached to either yet for any reason. But, look, you can already see this is all shiny.
Yeah.
This
yeah, you can just see that in the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, and this one's not yet. But see
can
how
see
this one doesn't look as metallic as this one, and what's the difference? These little silver spots.
Little tiny spots.
That aren't on this one yet. Let me go to camera 4. Because you can also see this one has all the little edges, and this one doesn't yet.
Thank you, Mighty Guitar Mods. I like that. I know somebody I need to share that with that would appreciate the old dad joke of this. Mighty Guitar Mods, the doorbell rang and there's a little kid dressed as Gloria Taylor. At first I was afraid, and then I was petrified. But did you survive?
Bernie Davis says Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were too big and buff for turtles.
Yeah, and honestly, the noses just put them into weird, uncanny valley. I didn't like it. I couldn't get past it.
Oh, I feel like it's just different aesthetics of what silhouettes are in fashion at the time.
Sure.
And so people have opinions on that.
And I did.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I've seen some remakes that was like, hey, oh, okay, this was good. I haven't seen it, so it's not fair for me to say that. I couldn't get past that art choice.
Yeah. Daniel Knight says, I plan to add that for my Ninja My Hero Academia mashup. So, I love this.
Oh,
the creativity is too much fun. Mighty Guitar Mod says, doorbell rang and there's a little kid dressed like Gloria Gaynor. And at first I was afraid, I was petrified.
But did you survive?
Advixen says, the one that is less heavy is probably for Felicia. They weigh the same.
They weigh the same, yeah.
There's very little differences. What are the differences? I've already pointed them out. We fixed this one, even though this one's flatter and this one's rounder.
Yeah, I guess the screw's slightly different, but whatever.
Ever so slightly different, but you're asking me to nitpick, and I am.
Yeah.
And this has the gold. This one.
I'm sorry, we don't.
This one has the gold. This one doesn't. Right there.
Sorry, we don't have a little handheld camera set up that you can just really show.
Yeah. So there's subtle little differences, and I'm only pointing them out because I was curious what they were, and if there were any.
Did I get it on the mouse?
You almost did, but I was like, hey, look it, you're gonna make this look metallic. Mighty Guitar Mod says, why haven't the aliens visited our solar system yet? They looked at the reviews and saw only 1 star.
Nice. That means we rank lower than Tatooine. That's actually kind of... And that planet in its movie is billed as the armpit of the universe.
Yeah. So. Have that back. I just moved it so I can put this here.
That's fine.
Do you want that on a raised surface?
No.
So you can get that bottom edge?
No. Thank you, though.
Hey, like, for such a little thing, look at the huge difference between the 2 packs. Can you really see it? Not necessarily, but now that I pointed it out, can you see the metallic distress on that one that this one doesn't have yet? Ooh, shiny. Not as shiny. Bernie Davis says, the finer details is what makes a Beckman pack different from a Spangler pack.
Yep. And no, I'm not following any at this point. This is an Abbott pack.
Mighty
and a Cowley pack.
right?
Yeah.
Mighty Guitar Mod says, what are these going to weigh when they're done? Would you want these on your back all afternoon? So we're going to have to do a weigh-in at the end. When these are all done.
Yeah, when these are all done, sure. Don't have a scale out here right now. There's the small possibility that a cryptid will make one appear, but I don't want to count on it.
But not right now, because we don't have it all put together yet.
No, that's true. But we could do it.
Once
It's a
finished,
question
though.
right now. Sure, once we're finished, absolutely. But it is a question right now, so we could look it up. And I'd see that I knocked the 9-volt attachment off.
DJ Stumpy. Odin, have you thought of doing a Spaceballs build ready for Spaceballs 2?
Have not specifically, but not a bad plan. Not a bad plan.
Out of the realm
not
of
out of the realm.
possibilities
No.
of things you could do with what you have already.
Yeah.
I would do Vespa. That's a fun one. Although her robot sounds like a little more fun.
Elder Cosplay, Ron at SacAnime.
Yeah, I helped him with his iPad.
Yeah. He was talking about the maid that sucks the air off the planet.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that's called right now.
The vacuum thing that sucks out the air.
The atmosphere stealing.
That one's a fun one. That could be a fun one. I still like the combing the desert joke. I know it's stupid.
Yeah.
But it's the best.
So does Tim Russ.
More questions about that than other roles.
Yeah, basically, he gets as many fans for that one little walk-on thing as he does being on 7 years or 5 years of Voyager.
Yeah.
And he's
and
not
I was
upset.
a Voyager fan.
Yeah, and he's not upset by it, which I think is great. He doesn't.
He's in on the
Yeah,
joke, and he finds it as funny as we do.
Right.
I appreciate that. I love Spaceballs. I should watch it again, right? It's been a while.
It's been a long time for
Lone
me.
Star Schwartz ring. There you go. That's an
Yep.
easy prop to get done. Because they have no merchandise.
Yeah, they're not allowed merchandise. Although it's a joke in the movie, which is great. It's 100% the right thing to do.
Mega Maid. She's called
Mega Maid, that's
Mega
it.
Maid.
That's it. I kept getting stuck on American Made from The Tick.
The Tick,
and I knew
right?
that was wrong for Spaceballs.
Yeah. Mighty Guitar Mod says, baseball flamethrower is the one to pick.
Spaceballs, the flamethrower, yeah. Totally usable at cons.
You could do the giant comb, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we could do the giant comb. I did a big arrow once. Somebody was, I think Shock Remo was just showing me an infographic of all the states where it's legal to have a flamethrower and all the states where you have to have a permit to have a flamethrower.
Yeah.
California is the only state where you had to have a permit.
That's the state we're in.
Yep. All the others, they didn't have laws about it because I guess they assume people are going to be...
I like that you could use those to weed your garden.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Ralph Mork says, it's no moon, it's a transformer. The Cosplay Shed says, how about a whole barf cosplay?
We were working on that once. That's why I've got an extra suit. Because of the cause ears and the cause tails, we got a lot of the parts for it. For making me a barf.
And the shoes.
Yeah. What happened? Well, I stopped putting videos out. I had my own little mental breakdown, and then Elder Cosplay started doing barf on a regular basis, which doesn't mean I can't, but
it just means there's already one in existence in your sphere.
There's already
so you
one.
Don't need to
Yeah.
take that space.
Right. I don't want to compete with Elder.
With friends.
With Ron, exactly.
Ooh, Louis Cossi says, I picked a orange pool noodle from Target to try a plasma stream. I'm going to shave down the diameter that type of foam. Will that type of foam take acrylic paint?
Yes.
Acrylic, yes. Spray paint, no.
No.
It will disintegrate it.
I don't. Yeah.
Pool noodles.
Actually, pool noodle. It might. Yeah.
Like, it's a 50-50 chance. You got to do it on a small spot to make sure, because those kind of foams typically disintegrate with spray paint.
Yeah.
Cosplay Shed says, yeah, but your barf would be better.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to outdo my friends and make them feel bad for how crappy theirs is going to look in comparison.
Something like that.
No mogging.
Odin, do you ever do cosplay contests? No. I don't like doing cosplay contests. Why? I present myself as an authority on the internet as being a cosplay person. So if I win, what a shock. I just ran down my audience. Who cares? If I lose, why do I pretend like I have any kind of authority to do anything on the internet? Because this other guy is doing better. Which, realistically, that's going to happen either way. But that's enough. That's like, you know what? I don't want to compete. I'm not interested. It's pretty much a no-win.
A costume contest. I have dressed people up, like hundreds and hundreds of people who won costume contests, and I'm not even exaggerating. Worked at a costume shop. People come in. We won. It was so much fun. So many people I've dressed up that have won, but my own personal costumes, like when I go there, there's always like somebody who beats me for a stupid reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I lost a Quail Man when I'm this voodoo doll with these pins sticking out of my heart, but they had underwear over their shorts and it was hilarious, and I agree. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Doing the Guar costumes, we would often lose to like a demonic washing machine.
Right.
On stilts. Yeah. Like, okay. And so I've done a lot of contests. I've done a lot of the Halloween contests with the Guar costumes. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, and often I can't participate because I'm the judge.
That happens a lot too. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah. DJ Stumpy says Colin Furs is co-presenter on the new Scrape Heap Challenge. What's that? I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I know who Colin is.
Oh, Mighty Guitar Mod says, just to be clear, right now we've settled on a giant foam comb? He's trying to tie you down.
I'll be honest, I don't really want to do a giant foam cone. Yeah.
It doesn't inspire you?
That doesn't inspire me.
You were never a big fan of the movie, though, were you?
No, I wasn't. Which is probably... I'm not a big fan of the movie because I went to go see it in the theaters, and I was a huge fan of Star Wars as a younger kid. I was 6 when Star Wars came out. The first one, right? Saw it like 50 times in the theater in the 70s when I was 6. Went to the matinees constantly. Read all the Mad Magazine parodies, read all the Cracked and Crazy. Right, those are the 3 big parody magazines at the time. I think Crazy has been gone forever, but Cracked and Mad are still around. And so when I finally saw Spaceballs, except for like Mega Maid and a couple of other things, almost every single one of those jokes was in those comics. And it was like, okay, either these are obvious jokes or, come on, Mel, you're not copying, right? And so it didn't sit well with me. Years have gone by. I would like to go back and rewatch, because I don't think I've seen it, or maybe I've seen it once since I saw it in the theater, right? So we're getting on, 40 effing years?
You might actually like it.
We probably should go and watch it, and I could probably enjoy it for what it is. Because, yeah, the We Ain't Found Shit is great. There's things in it I like. Reading about behind the scenes. I didn't pick up watching it that Lone Star, not only is not dressed like Han Solo, which apparently was a reference. He's dressed like Indiana Jones because he couldn't be dressed as Han Solo.
But that's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It fits.
Yeah, it totally fits. Yeah. And I didn't pick up on that at all. He's just this guy in tan.
Right. Sharp Shot FX says, next month I'm going to be hosting a con panel about how to lose gracefully in cosplay competitions. That's awesome.
That's actually a really,
I don't know how many people are like, let's go learn how to lose. Do you guys want to go to that panel? But it actually sounds really interesting.
No, that sounds really good because, that's a great idea. I have seen plenty of people that just don't.
Here's another dad joke from Mighty Guitar Mods.
Of course.
Got fired from my job as a masseuse. Apparently I rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
Prop Slayer Studio says, I don't like competing because it seems like the ones who do the most sewing always win, though I recently won with an all-foam armor set recently. I feel like that's really where my issues are because, like, you can go really well in the technique of sewing and taking your time and your effort, but be blown away by cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's just apples and oranges. They're different, but...
It's... A lot of it is, there's, like...
You want to...
Oh, sure. you have to play your cosplay to the judges and the
I feel like
flavor of the con.
also like my Ty Lee versus Amando.
Right.
They're like apples and oranges.
They're totally different.
Like,
but honestly, at SacAnime, for two different reasons, Ty Lee would probably rank higher.
really? Because I don't feel like that one would even rank because I feel like I'm wearing t-shirts. Like, it just feels like sweats.
Ty Lee is anime. It's an anime con. And traditionally, now this upcoming year, there's a whole new group that's doing the cosplay contest. So stuff may finally change. I was brought in as guest judge a couple of times because I was a foam guy. Nobody else was. They'd look at foam and not even know how to rank it, so they just wouldn't. Unless it totally blew their socks off because of LEDs and additional effects, foam builds did not rank almost ever at SacAnime.
That's crazy because I feel like they would rank higher.
They should, but no. They really didn't. It was all, which is okay because
And
there's
also,
a lot of
like
super.
Ty Lee wouldn't compete against other like the Disney princesses where they have the full-on ball gowns made out of with the details. Like it's just so different.
What would happen, having been in the judging panels at SacAnime specifically, they would look at how your threads were ended. They would look at if it was lined or not. They would look at they would get really nitpicky on the technique of what your sewing was, which is okay because they're being asked to judge. That's the point.
Yeah.
Right?
I had to do that when I was judging a fashion show for the community college, American River College. They had me judge, and they're like, but these are the classes. This is their final project. This is their, not magnum opus, but their big finished thing. So we actually had to look on the inside.
Yes.
Granted, like, ultimately, I tend not to look. I want to see more the visual impact and the emotions and the like that one just pops and has all the razzle-dazzle.
Right.
But there are times where you got to look on the insides, and that's what's going to change the difference between who wins and who doesn't. But honestly, I feel like that should be way less of a determining factor personally. But
I can agree. It's the catch-22 of being asked to actually be judgmental.
Oh yeah, no, I took a art critiquing class in college, and so learning how to be a judge.
Yes, that would be good. I didn't do that.
Was very useful knowledge going further in my career. Who would have thunk?
Right, that makes sense.
How you critique things. You're not critiquing things to break things apart and break them down and destroy people's morals. You're critiquing things in how did you do this? Why did we do this? Like my eyes drawn to this part, and you know what? That's really ugh. It's the brightest, whitest part of the thing. Like, I feel like this is really clashing with the rest. Or going, my eyes drawn to this, and it just really distracts from all these other things that are going on.
Okay, yeah.
So, I feel like there's ways to critique without bringing people down or beating people up or tearing apart their actual work.
There actually is, and I think that's probably going to be a big part of how to lose a costume contest, and what will probably be a big part of his panel is you don't get ugly about it. You lost, and you lost not because you don't have skill
or
technique. It's because whoever won happened to have something that caught the judge's attention, and usually it's a point-based scale. And so whatever weird little thing they did just ranked higher for the judges, and so they won out.
They filled out their paperwork better than you.
Literally, that can be it. As dumb as that really could be it.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's just technicalities.
So that's a great panel idea. You want to hit 4? Because I haven't done really anything to this one yet.
So now it's comparing.
So now
oh my gosh, I love it! It's the little details that make it just look more like crappy 80s technology in the best possible way.
So I was both, weathering it and also kind of dry brushing it, making it to where the different layers of stuff would have like a little highlight to give them a difference. So, you'd see where things were. So yeah, just
look at A-Bing it. Because some people, you could totally stop at this.
Yeah, you totally could.
But
be a new pack.
You don't have to do this.
No, not at all.
But you could. And you can.
I'm trying to be
Cosplay
careful.
Shed says, are you using Rub and Buff Odin?
Yep.
And yes.
Yeah,
100%.
Totally.
A little bit of Rub and Buff on his little blue finger.
Yeah. I got rub and buff, so it makes it really hard grabbing this one with my right hand to not put rub and buff where I don't want
Yet.
it. But the like the side panel piece, just super heavy on it.
Just noticed there's a little green poking out.
Yeah, well, let me cover it with some silver.
No, I know. I just had never noticed that before. I'm like, did we even use anything green?
There's some green foam in there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that's I was seeing red foam and stuff too. Go ahead and click back to one.
One cut. Okay. Dan Does Junk says, looking great.
Thank you, Dan.
Cosplay Shed says, I might work on an Alfred E. Newman and Frank Sidebottom cosplay.
That's cool.
Advixen, Nickelodeon Avatar fans foam at the mouth. Trust me, I assure you. Like, the thing is like, I feel like that costume isn't going to win anything at any point. But I feel like it's a great costume to wear around, and it's fun, and I enjoy it.
It's a comfortable costume, and, you know, whenever Ty Lee's voice actor is at a con, yeah, because she has been recently.
Yeah, I'm definitely, like, fangirling out. Oh my gosh, she's right there. But yeah. I feel like none of the costumes that I really have could win. Like, I have the Princess Leia. I have the Endor Princess Leia. I have the Wonder Woman with the accessories we made. Again, like, I can't see those costumes winning on the costumes alone. I could see winning on if they have, like, you have to dance or do a skit.
Which some do that.
Which I feel like then it kind of depends on the choreography. It gives me more of a chance of winning because those are some fun characters that can do some fun things.
Yeah, and SacAnime used to do, to be honest, I hope they don't now, used to do skits, and that was something else that was really hard to judge. Because half the time the skits was literally Rocky Horror style, whatever the audio was. And it's like, okay, you know.
These are like amateur people doing this for fun, so it's supposed to be fun.
It's supposed to be fun, yeah.
As we say in the costume shop, it's a costume. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, not wrong.
It's a costume. It's supposed to be fun. Louis Cossi says, I think the knobs look better silver. They stand out on the pack.
The crank knobs on the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are looking great. I'm going back into
I just didn't do metal.
Did you steal the mouse again?
I did. Oh, I see. I just didn't do the crank knobs silver because to me they're plastic. Right? The crank knobs. This type of crank knob I think I had on a Tyco HO scale train set in the 80s. And so it's black plastic to me, so I didn't put silver on it.
Okay. Advixen says, leave the green, it's from Slimer.
Yeah, basically.
The green is just a hint of Slimer.
No, I didn't totally bury the green, so it's
Monkey Cosplay says, dry brushing is basically sorcery. I could agree more. Prop Slayer Studio says, performance-based craftsmanship based on the most fun to watch. I like that.
Yeah.
I've never actually sat through a cosplay competition. I've sat through many costume competitions. Like I said, I've judged many, but
right.
I've done
a few. Both the Anime Expo that's in San Jose, and they've got some. You could do a skit, but it had to be like 30 seconds. Like the skit for SacAnime is like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. It's like way too long for as many people as they have.
Okay.
You know, but not everyone had to do it. And some people would get up and legitimately perform, and that was amazing. We had people get up and actually sing. And then you get the guys that Sword of Bushido or whatever. It's a video game. It's a really good video game. Really good Japanese sword fighting. Medieval's the wrong term because that's the wrong term. But that style. But it's a ton of dialogue, and they don't move for 2 minutes. And then they swing swords at each other, and that's the end of it. It's like, this was a skit? I can't even hear your audio. You know, this doesn't work for me at all.
Hey, if you don't get the reference, you don't get the reference.
Yeah, but I couldn't hear it. I mean, the whole thing is you know, but the recording was, you know, so bad, and then playing through the loudspeakers of the hall, just couldn't hear it.
Right? It's like some videos that you just turn off because of the audio. You're like, I want this information, but not that badly.
Right.
Let me go see if there's somebody else that has it.
Right. I want this information, but I want somebody who's going to get to the point. I don't mean to be impatient, but so I don't think I need to finish this one on screen today because we're getting up to our
yeah, we
our
are
2 o'clock.
at 2:03 at the moment.
Okay.
So. But you're already in the process and halfway there.
Right, but yeah. This isn't a 5-minute finish, too.
No, it's not. It's not. But it's looking good. Like James says, looking good like a cigarette should.
Good old James.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
He gets stuck in my head, and that's what I always think.
Oops. Got silver on the tube.
Okay. So I'm reading through
You're
comments.
okay.
Comments, not comments.
You should. That's why they're commenting, for us to see them.
Mm-hmm.
Not entirely. I mean, you know, they could be commenting just to each other, too. They're allowed to do that.
So it's whenever you feel like this is where I'm going to stop.
I was just thinking that, too. How about there?
Sounds like a plan. Not too bad.
Oh, progress.
Right? Next time we get to hopefully attach him to...
Yes, I will. Like I said, this weekend we're going to play Laser Death Machines this upcoming Saturday. So one of the goals is to get some motherboards cut out. And probably... I'm going to... What's that?
I want to pull out my laser.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play Laser Death Machines.
If you want to bring your laser over with a laptop and whatever else, you are totally welcome to. We can play with that and try and get it calibrated and set up. Because I know that they want to cut out more buffer stuff. If I get to cut out the motherboards, what I'd like to do is cut out the motherboards for both packs, prep them, and go ahead and paint them black. Because I don't think you guys need to see all that stuff again.
Burn images onto denim.
That should work.
I saw somebody do that, and I'm like, I have a laser cutter, and I want to do that.
That should work.
So, there are a lot of projects that I've just been like, I want to do and haven't done. Yes.
We laser death machined a tortilla.
Odin makes breakfast. Right?
Right? We did 2 of them. That one survived and sat out here, and the other one I rolled up into a breakfast burrito and ate.
Is that spoilers for
No, that was last stream.
Oh, okay.
That thing's been sitting out here for a month. I'm not going to eat that one now.
Yeah. Bernie Davis, I've fallen to 12th place.
Oh, Bernie, no!
Ad Vixen's still holding strong on number 2.
Nice. Cosplay Shed selling off his old UK comics and US comic books because he needs the dosh for more projects.
So here's my question. How did Bassett 674 beat out everybody?
Oh,
They have 300 XP. Maybe they comment on other things?
I bet you anything Bassett 674 is it's embarrassing. Shadowlands Radio.
Oh.
Go ahead and find Shadowlands Radio and look at the image, and I bet because they did a super chat
That
they got more XP.
Let me go up to that super chat and then double check.
Yep.
That's. I think you might be right. They got number 1 when they did that super chat.
If you guys want to get a higher ranking on the Odin Makes live chat leaderboard, please donate now to bump your name up to number 1. Reach deep into those pockets, guys, to get those inconsequential, unimportant points that you can brag about for the next 10 minutes.
Where the points mean nothing.
Where the points mean nothing.
Aww. Mighty Guitar Mod says, I don't seem to be gaining anything.
Aww.
Bernie Davis is at number 3 saying, cheater!
Cheater! Deep pocket power players.
Vixen says, nah, I'd rather buy you a coffee.
Thank you, Ed Vixen. That's great. Because, buy me a coffee is pretty cool, too. I like the way that works out.
Indeed, YouTube made this so people will compete and do more super chats so they can make more money.
That's probably what it is, Ralph, yeah. So, the leaderboard thing, is that something I turn off in the setup? Because I don't seem to see that as an option just within chat side. Because I haven't seen it before. Yeah, and then I've got, what is this, Cosplay Shed, asking if I've got either Red Dwarf magazines or Marvel Havoc. No, I've seen some of the Red Dwarf magazines, but, or Smegazines. Yeah, that would be Red Dwarf Smegazines. Yeah, no, I've seen some Red Dwarf, but...
Cosplay Shed also asked the question, Odin, have you ever had to sacrifice stuff to afford new makes? What was the most painful thing you parted with? I feel like you did have some pain when you were parting with props that you made.
Some of the props I've made, I've had pain with. Honestly, this just came up the other day, talking about cleaning stuff up and letting stuff go, because I'm a hoarder, and I'm a hoarder because of trauma as a kid and trauma with my previous marriage, my only marriage, and with that there was a cold rolled steel, cold riveted helmet that fit me, that was given to me by somebody from the SCA. That was actually really cool. But there was a point in time when I was being forced to sell stuff at garage sales just to keep the electricity on, right? So here I am selling things that were collectible to me or important to me to pay for a recurring charge. Sure, it was important at the time. I have, every time I think about it, regret for letting that dumb helmet go. Especially now, because that was years before I started doing this. And it's just a weird little thing that's effectively irreplaceable. And I'm not really interested in learning to armor smith to that level to make a new one. That's not important. But I just, yeah, I've got that regret of letting, like, specifically, there's a couple of other things, but specifically that thing go for, $50 or whatever it was to apply towards a PG&E build. It just, that did not equate as a worthwhile trade.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. So yes, I do.
Yes. All right. I will trade sides so you can start.
Okay. Start doing the shutdown thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to kick that into your toes.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So with that, heartfelt downer of an admission, everybody, sorry, but you asked, so ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun, and what's really cool is we actually got something done, and we got some really good information from Lewis and Bryce. And
don't drill holes in the Alice pack, people.
Won't happen. Thank you guys. Good to know. Probably go ahead and do 2 weeks, which is going to be the 3rd, I think.
That's right after that con.
It's either that or next weekend.
So the following weekend after that is the weekend right after my birthday. So I probably won't be
able to do it on the 10th.
The 3rd is a maybe.
The 3rd is a maybe. Let's go ahead and go with the 3rd. We got a good maybe from Felicia. And then 2 weeks after that is just before SacAnime, I think.
Yeah.
Which is another reason to keep that rolling.
Because then SacAnime is this weekend.
That's still July.
Oh, sorry, August.
Yeah.
So the 3rd.
So if we do the 3rd, we'll do the 17th. Oh no, it'll land on SacAnime. Well, whatever, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do 2 in a row, getting crunch time, or I'll do 2 in a row, getting crunch time for SacAnime. 2 weeks, we'll stream again. I'll have the motherboards done and painted and ready, and I'll get the parts 3D printed that Lewis said he was going to send to me. We'll have all that pre-prepped because I'm pretty sure you guys don't care. I mean, you might care about seeing laser cut things again, but at this point in time, I kind of want to get stuff done.
We're making progress. We're finishing these up. It's been enough years. And if
been
you want
enough
these
years.
Done in a timely manner,
Yes.
check out Lost Wax Oz. He still has his amazing video up, and his are
Yes,
done
he
and
does.
complete.
Yep.
And how many of you guys have completed?
Yeah, how many of you guys have completed this while we've dinked around with these? Absolutely. And then, of course, don't forget that the LA Ghostbusters just put out a new Ghostbuster Uniform 101 video. It's only 6 minutes long.
So you gotta go check that out.
Yeah, go check that out. what? I probably should check that out because I haven't seen it. Although, honestly, I feel like I've gotten some really good information from you guys. So thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Odin.
And I'm Felicia.
And we're going to see you again right here in just 2 weeks.
Yes. So who won?
Who won?
Who's the super fan?
Who's top fans? Also, don't forget that, let's do the top fan thing. I click this. There we go. Who won? Oh, Ad Vixen's trying. Shadowlands Radio is still number 1 with 300 XP. But Ad Vixen is climbing the charts to 225, trying to catch up. So is Bernie Davis.
He's at number 3, also with 225.
Also 225. And DJ Stumpy is at 200 with Malke Props. Malky Props.
Yeah, Malky Cosplay.
Malky
So thank you
Cosplay.
guys for being super fans. It was fun to see who's who.
Yeah,
like how many
absolutely.
points y'all could get in a live stream.
Ralph Morg's going to hop over to Minecraft. There's a small possibility Ralph will live stream that. He has done that in the past. No promises, because I don't want to put Ralph in anything. By the way, if any of you who are still sticking around during this sign-off want to talk to me or Felicia at pretty much any other time during the week, I've got a private Discord that we're both part of. You can also get a hold of Dan and Shop Gremlin over there. And to get access to that Discord, just head over to patreon.com/Odin Makes and join the Discord access level. And we played some Among Us yesterday. Talked about new games to play because we've been doing Among Us for 5 years. But, you know.
I love how that was my idea and I've never played once.
Thank you. Actually, one of the things we're looking at, even though the game is also getting to be a little old, but hey, you know, I'm a little old, so why not, was the repo, the one where you're playing the robots running into haunted houses to grab stuff to repossess for money. So, or haunted ships. I think it's a spaceship game. Anyway, that looks like fun. Guys, we'll see you back in 2 weeks. And Ralph Morg says, many good people on Discord. I highly recommend. Thank you, Ralph. Yes, Ralph is on Discord. Dan Does Junk is on Discord. And in fact, the live streams start early specifically for members of Discord to be able to catch us and watch us and comment on the live stream.
And get advanced points, apparently.
And get advanced points on the leaderboard. Yes. Marvel Guy was number 1 at one point. Why?
Ad
Because he
been
got
holding on to number 2 the whole stream.
And that's why, because Ad Vixen was able to get on early and stuck with us until the end. Thank you all very, very much. This is fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Gotta find the button.